everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen, right here, right now, on Dork Tales. I am your Dungeon Master and host, Kelly. You see him. And I'm happy to be back in Kryn because it's Dragonlance night, guys, and I'm really excited to be back here. And I'm also really happy to have an entire cast back because last week, Chris was out due to a sudden flood inside of his house from a fish tank? I'm sure I'll hear about it in a second. It just... Our stream has so many flooding issues, it's ridiculous.
I was going to say, I'm just so glad you're back in a week, unlike me.
Yeah,
Jen was out for a year.
I'm sorry, Jen, but I do blame you. It's because of all the fires you cause.
It's true. Well, folks, we're going to be getting some fires underway in just a minute. Before we do that, let's go ahead and do a quick introduction, some announcements, and a quick thank you. But first, let's start with Christine. Hey, Christine.
Hello. I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns, and I play Kelara Vingard tonight, our human cleric of Mystical, who also uses she, her pronouns.
Nice.
And yeah. It's
You
nice
doing
to
well
have
today?
you back. Yeah, not too bad. It was very busy at work, but kind of holding on to it, so that's good.
Hold on.
But yeah, very thrilled to be back and playing Dragonlance, because it's kind of the best game.
It's pretty damn good.
Throw
except
shade
for
at
Mage.
everything else. No, Mage is great.
Mage is
but-
great. You know what else is great? Chris. Hey, Chris.
Hi, it's good to be back. I'm Chris. I play Godfrey Highvalor, the Knight of Slamnia Battlemaster Fighter wannabe, and it's nice to be dry. And I use he, him, or they pronouns. Yeah, it's. I'm glad I could make it tonight. I wasn't 100% sure this was going to work, but we're here, and I missed this game. I missed it so much. It sounds like I missed.
Nothing
Yikes.
really. Nothing happened. It's fine.
Don't worry
Everything's
about
fine.
it.
Yeah. How are you?
Some of our stomachs feel a little funny, but it's probably just fear of the dark.
I could
It's nothing to do
probably,
with the chest bursters.
Nothing at all.
For some reason, it makes me think like I could use a salad.
So, yeah, well, so speaking of... I got nothing for that segue. So, hi, Robin.
Hi, I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns, and a second-gen gamer in the chat. And tonight I am playing our lovely Kinder swashbuckling rogue, Rizira Moonbrush, as I forget my character's last name all the time. And I am super excited. My work's going great, my new job's going great, and D&D's going great. And just like my life's pretty great right now. I'm like genuinely happy for the first time in like a year. It's lovely. So I am just doing well, and I'm excited to play because I love this game. And Chris and I were gushing before everyone else joined the group about how awesome we're all together and like how really well this party dynamic works. So
It's pretty dope. Speaking of other awesome things, here's Cal.
Hello, everyone. My name is Cal. I use he, him pronouns. I am Neo Cal in the chat, and I will be playing Aurontiros Caledon, the Qualinesti elf bard, who uses any pronouns, me and all. And apprenticing under everyone here equally, and probably as equally bad at doing all of apprenticing at all.
Yeah, that's just what
We're working
apprenticing's
there.
about. You're working. And speaking of people who are, well, not under everybody, but definitely... Oh, you're not the shortest character. Never mind. I'm wrong.
Not.
No, the Kender's extra short. All right, well, speaking of your master... Hey, Jen.
I'm Jen. I'm getting over a cold, so I might be coughing. I might be dying a little on screen, and I'm alive. Yes. So I'm Jen. I use she, her pronouns, and I will be playing Hazeal Nightgranite, who also uses she, her pronouns, and she is our dwarven lunar sorcerer. And like I said, I'm just getting over a cold. I have been getting better, but I've been sick since Friday, so I'm really glad we didn't have Mage this weekend. I did miss an event, unfortunately, but better than that I didn't infect everyone. and travel to the States while I was sick. So
Mhm.
if you see me like duck off screen, use my inhaler, whatever, that's just, I'm fine. I will survive. I just may not want to be coughing a bunch on screen.
That's fair. And if you are getting to a point where you need to tap out and we need to like just kind of put you on the bench for a bit, or get to Wakenreth a bit early, then just let me know. We'll figure something out. Like we're very flexible
sounds
tonight,
good.
and you know, especially when one of the players has to use an inhaler. Like that's usually
Well,
know?
you're
Right.
just committing to the Raceland cosplay.
Yeah, there we go.
I can watch this black
It was
robe
like
and
on
have it over to
death's
your house
door.
fast.
That does not
Hazel
bode well for the
suddenly
rest of us.
teleports.
Why is that?
Hazel suddenly like teleports to do her test and then comes back and just like hacking. And, but yeah, today's actually the first day I've had energy since Friday, so I'm really glad that I get to be here tonight. For as much
Yay.
as I get to be, we'll see what happens. But
Well, we're really glad to have you here. So, folks, we're going to be starting in just a minute. I just wanted to remind you all that we have two big events that are happening this weekend on Sunday. First of all, at noon on Sunday, you should definitely come out and join us for the Session 0 for our brand new homebrew game, Dungeons & Dragons, The Dreams of Arcos, which is a Greco-Roman inspired game that's going to go off the walls pretty quick. It's going to start at noon, as I said, on Sunday, and it should be up on podcast and YouTube. YouTube within a week, podcast within 3 or 4 weeks, just because I like to have a little bit of a backlog before the podcast goes out. So that will be at noon. And if you are on our Patreon at the $5 tier or higher right now, you will be able to watch episode 1 of Panic at the Citadel. Panic at the Radiant Citadel, Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel. That is going to be ran by Robin. Yeah, you got to run that.
Yep.
Shout out
Yeah.
to do
so
fine.
excited.
It's going to be good. Send me a list of what type of music you need for background, unless you're going to be doing the DJing yourself.
No,
about
because
it.
you know what you have. I mean, I guess
Yeah,
I could
just-
play around and see what's on Roll20, but yeah.
Yeah, look around.
Look around.
What's up?
And sorry, and Panic, when you're doing that, you've got a lot of Hurt the Moors for that game, right?
I have 15 Hurt the Moors because of
That's going to be a little
10
like
of them
chaotic.
get generously donated by Blogg, because if you want to double your channel point spend, if you buy
hate
a
you,
purchase
Blogg.
from Bookwyrm Games, you
Yep.
can double your channel point purchases for that day.
You
So
gave her
Blogg,
all of those, and I'm a wild magic sorceress. I hate you.
It's going to be pretty
And
bad.
Robin's rolling
Suck.
your wild magic surges.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
So it
So,
doesn't even have my luck.
And what
and that
Robin's...
game has both Traz and myself in it, so chaos is just going to be.
yeah. So
Wild.
please join the Patreon and come see that early before YouTube and Twitch will get it 3 months later. So
It's going to be fantastic. And that's just a quick reminder that if you want to get double channel points on your purchases, so basically you'll just buy some dice from Bookwyrm Games, our sponsor. So Bookwyrm Games, calling all dice dragons. Bookwyrm Games is 168 different types of dice, from acrylic to resin, metal to liquid core, even actual gemstones like their Mage the Ascension inspired amethyst dice. Dice bags to hold your hoard, and trays that will ensure you're rolling safely. Engage all senses while gaming with their candy dice or themed scented candles. Check out their 5 mystery boxes, or even a mystical item monthly subscription for fun surprises every month. Not only that, if you do that, if you go and order from them and use code DorkTales, you'll save 10% over at bookwyrmgames.com. Happy adventuring. And the other thing that I have to tell you real quick about them is that they have a Kickstarter that is going live. So, do you like immersive games? Check out Quest Chest by Bookwyrm Games. Engage all senses playing full system agnostic modules with wax-sealed letters, metal coins, candles, and actual tea, as well as narrated voiceovers and custom music to set the scene. Secrets hide in plain sight with ciphers and puzzles for your players to decode. The first 2 boxes are available at bookwyrmgames.com, with 5 more on Kickstarter on June 6th. Check out more at questchest.info and back the Quest Chest on Kickstarter when it drops on June 6th. I can say right now I have received 2 of those from Bookwyrm Games, and really nice. Like, they're actually really nice. Okay,
mine's
these are really
not
rad.
even
So folks, go check them out. Definitely go check them out. These are fantastic for home games. I cannot wait until we can get, Michael from Bookwyrm and I have been talking about doing one that is like, one that we could all do like remotely. So that could be a lot of fun. Or our chest quest variation. I think that could be a lot of fun. I think that this is...
They are adding a bunch of stuff. That's why.
These
that
are
makes
really
sense.
great, guys. Go check them out. But as always, thank you so much to Bookwyrm Games for sponsoring us this month. If you want to go support Dork Tales, go support them. Go to bookwyrmgames.com. Check out all of their many, many dice and use code DorkTales to save 10%. Quick reminder, though, that if you order $100, shipping is free. And the exchange rate's really pretty good right now. So consider that. Please do. As always, thank you to Bookwyrm Games, and check out their Kickstarter, because I want like 5 more of these. That would be freaking rad. All right, so any last minute questions, comments, concerns before we begin?
As usual, many concerns, but
Many concerns.
you know.
Oh yeah, tons of concerns.
I'll talk more about these
especially-
during the break, I'm sure. But also
Question for
Questionable
my
Lance
hit point total.
continues.
minor small side announcement that's weird. If anybody needs coffee, Bones Coffee just dropped a Spider-Man flavored coffee. It's like Rice Krispie treat flavored, and I'm about to buy a bunch of it. Hold up. Yeah, I sent out a message in the Dork Tales team, so I'm about to put in an order tonight because I didn't do it last night because my executive
Rice
dysfunction has been through. It's Rice Krispie treat flavored. So it's like $20 after exchange. Let me know if you want one. I'll grab you one. But anyway, I just thought I'd tell everybody. I know what's going to happen. I'm going to place my order tonight. And then tomorrow morning, they're going to announce that they're going to be releasing a special Spider-Man mug. Because I would pay like $100 for a Spider-Man mug.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm basic.
Then you'd be set for your the Spider-Man into the Spider Cast.
Yeah. Why aren't we doing that?
There's no reason.
Okay, Cal. You know what? Hold on.
I was going to say, Kelly, you're the one who plans everything. Why aren't we doing that?
Oh shit, he's right.
It's going on the list. It's going on the list.
It's being written. It is written.
So shall it be written? So shall it be
Spider Cast. I have no idea what you just said because I accidentally dropped my remote and it changed the channel to Hell's Kitchen. So all I could hear was Gordon Ramsay.
You donkey.
That's a good omen.
No, it's
Yeah.
because my Samsung TV that I use as a monitor has a channel that is only Hell's Kitchen.
Oh my god.
And I don't know what it
That's
is.
insane.
It's so ridiculous. It's so good. Anyway, I should probably cut some of this out of the final edit, but I probably won't.
Never.
Edits?
Leave it in. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. Oh god, it's gonna get very
Welcome
warm.
to Dork Tales. This
Welcome
is
to
us.
Dork Tales. Gordon Ramsay was just on. All right, folks. I hope you have a fantastic time. It is time for us to hop into Dork Tales. Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen here on Dork Tales right now. But before we do that, I think we need to cut back and away from where our adventurers delved into Sunward Fortress. For down below in the ancient temple, the 4 of you and Levna encountered a strange group of mutant creatures. But as you survived that encounter, I think we should focus back topside. Out on the craggy cliffs and ancient stone formations outside of Sunward Fortress, Godfrey, you and Delia and the captive are hunkered down next to a rocky outcropping within sight of this encampment. So what you know is your party went in perhaps maybe 30 minutes ago, maybe an hour ago. And amidst the natural stone formations of the northern wastes, a broken 100-foot-tall spire lies half-buried. The massive spire's base and toppled pinnacle would be easy to miss were it not for the excavation sites and abandoned tents surrounding them. Your party scoured through those tents and then went into the spire. They have yet to return. A storm is brewing overhead as you, the Demonesti elf, and your captive. Wait. What are you doing?
Godfrey will be kind of pacing back and forth a little restlessly, trying to keep his wits about himself and looking around, but I don't think he's very keen on just being out here. And you said a storm is starting to brew.
The clouds are beginning to rumble overhead again, threatening to storm you.
How bad do the storms get out here?
Not great. Not great. Lightning, torrential rain that floods those canyons. Why don't you make me a survival roll to see what you assume will be happening? To get a sense of things.
That's a good roll. Let's see, 19.
19? You got about an hour before this is going to roll in, but then it's going to be rain like hell.
And sorry, there was the captive, and then what was the name of the other person?
So Dilya.
Ilya?
Dilya. D-I-L-Y-A.
I don't think we should stay out too long.
No?
I think the weather's going to be turning pretty bad soon.
But what about a girl? Soldier.
Well, we gotta make sure that that they're safe as well. I think we should go in just a little bit and get some shelter.
Careful.
Yeah, we need to stay safe.
And Godfrey, she points over your shoulder, and as she does, that is going to be... Oh, that's a 24 to hit you?
Oof! Yes, that'll do it.
As from behind you, a sudden swelling shape will explode into view of this reddish-brown draconian that is warped and swollen, bits of its pustulous body leaking this strange fluid, and it's going to tear into you. Its first hit is going to impact you from behind, and that is going to be significant. There we go. That is going to be... Okay. Do you have any resistances that I have forgotten about?
Oh, just getting rid of a few points of damage.
Okay, you're going to take 6 points of piercing damage.
Was that before my -3?
This is total. So 6 points of piercing, 6 points of poison. And I must spend my hurt them more of those. Okay. So it is going to rear up behind you, raking you with its talons, slashing across you. And as it does, it is going to... Oh, that was on a 20 and then it rolled. That was cocked. Hold on. Okay, does a 21 hit you presently? You say yes?
Yeah, just.
Okay. It takes 2 more swipes at you, dealing 7 points of piercing damage and 5 points of poison damage. I need 2 constitution saves as this thing rears up over you and tears into you.
Sorry, I got the... How much poison was that second one?
7. Oh, pardon me. My bad, 5.
Okay, and sorry, what kind of save?
Constitution save. 2 of them, please.
2 of them.
Did Godfrey
first
also
one,
have the temp HP that Aurontiros gave all of us?
Yes, you would have then. So mark 5 off of that, and you'll have advantage on your first attack.
Oh, sweet. Okay, 22 for the first save, and then 17.
Sounds fantastic. Roll me initiative, please. Okay.
3.
Okay, so that is going to be Delia, Godfrey, and the... Okay, so that is going to be the first round of combat. This thing leers up around the rock face, slashes into you twice, misses once with taking out a foot-deep chunk of stone over your head. It then looms over you. We're going top of the initiative with you and Delia at the last. This thing is going to snarl at you and is going to take 2 more swipes. Those are going to be 2 hits. Holy crap. So that is a 23 and a 22.
That'll do.
Okay, 7 points of piercing damage and 11 points of poison damage. And 7 points of piercing damage and 5 points of poison damage. So for a total of 14 piercing, 12 poison? No, that's not. 16 poison. Damn. Okay, this thing is going to mow into you, slashing you deeply. I need you to do me a favor and make me 2 more con saves.
16 and 19.
Perfect. All right. It will manage to claw its way into your armor. You'll feel these scrapes ripping along your body as the poison kind of burns in your veins. Delia will grab a rock and kind of hurl it at the monster, trying to do her best unarmed as she is, and that is going to be a miss. One of the rocks is going to collide next to her, or next to this creature's face, as she yells at it and tries to grab the dragon army officer that you have tied up on the ground and start dragging her, but the dragon army officer is going to try to struggle and resist. Godfrey, it is your turn. What do you do?
Okay, I'm going to go after the creature with my sword and chase after him, or it, and try and get them to pay more attention at me. So first attack, going to go with advantage. That would be wrong page. That'll be a 24 to hit.
That's absolutely a hit. Roll me damage.
Nice. 8 and 8, 16 damage from magic attack.
Okay, that's a solid hit.
Then I'm going to use my precise strike feature.
Okay.
And give myself advantage again for a 24 to hit.
That's going to be a hit.
And that will be 8, 19, 13, 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. 2 of your strikes are going to cleave it deeply, kind of rending up into its ribs, but it is still on its feet.
Okay. You know what? Bonus action, going to heal myself with second wind. Give myself... Ooh, nice. 8... what level are we again? All right, give myself 14 hit points back.
Okay.
And... Nah. Perfect. And then, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to action surge.
Okay.
All right. Ooh, does a 19 hit it?
A 19 will hit it.
Awesome. So that'll be 15 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
It's dragging the captive by, so I'm just gonna...
No, Delia is trying to take the captive away. Delia's trying
Delia's trying to take... I misunderstood, sorry.
That's
so
okay.
I'm just going to turn around at this thing that ambushed me and just scream in its face as I just like start hacking at it as much as I can, and just like heavy, just be like, no, and just keep like just ripping into it.
Nice. All right. You are going to hack it to absolute pieces. And as it goes limp on the ground, can you do me a favor and make me a dexterity save?
Oh, good luck. Nat 1.
Nat 1. This thing is going to begin to sizzle and then suddenly is going to explode, coating you in acid. That is going to be... It could be way worse. That's going to be 11 points of acid damage, and it will continue to acid damage you until you clean yourself off. However, I'm going to roll for the other two who were, well, they're not within 5 feet of it, so never mind. Never mind. So you were coated in acid. It's going to sizzle and burn your skin.
Ugh. No. Just immediately start trying to get it off of me now that the thing seems to be down.
Okay. As this thing dissolves into bone and viscera, Delia will look up at you. Experiment. We'll point at it, and then point at Sunward Fortress. Careful. Friends.
Yeah, that's not good. I think we gotta go in there. This is too silly, being separated from them out here. I mean, what if they find more of those things in there?
She'll nod. And the camera's going to pan over towards Sunward Temple. Or probably Sunward Fortress. Where down in the bowels, you all have just survived your encounter with, 4 of those things? And as you are waiting in the darkness, as you're waiting in the bright sunlight, I forgot, thank you, sorry. You just had your conversation with the Demernesti elder, Demernesti priest, Yirkle, about going and finishing this for good. As you are agreed and preparing to go out, you are going to hear heavy footfalls descending the stairwell. Clang. 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 What do you do?
I jump behind Levna and hide.
Rizira's going to walk, not gonna walk. Rizira's gonna hide just behind the steps and just be ready with her rapier out. She's ready to sing.
Okay.
Hazel's gonna get her hammer out and also prepare to attack.
Okay, and Aurontiros.
Are there any lights?
There are tons of light, actually, because Hazel's drift globe is beaming sunlight throughout this entire floor. It is brighter in here than it is brighter outside.
I've also picked my light rock back up again because it lasts for an hour, so it's still going.
This appears to be coming from
The stairwell
depths below.
leading... No, this is from the stairwell that you descended from.
our only retreat.
Mm-hmm.
Ready
Something
an
is
arrow.
coming. What do you do?
Ready an arrow, and just the others know what they're doing more when it comes to fighting things, so follow
Okay.
their lead.
All right. You'll hear clang, sh, clang, sh, clang, sh. Around the corner, a shape looms. Covered in blood and smelling like the acid of these creatures. You'll see Godfrey step down the stairwell.
Rizira's gonna jump out anyway. Just to do pretend scary. She's not gonna hit him, but Rizira's gonna jump out and try and make to scare Godfrey.
Make me an intimidation roll.
Intimidation? Okay.
Don't worry about it. Ah!
Kelara will shriek a little in response.
Ah!
Godfrey, I almost stabbed you. Ran you right through with my rapier. I see
glad
you
you're all
found
right.
more of those creatures. We just killed 4 of them down here.
Are you okay? What happened?
The weather was starting to take a turn for the worse, and
Are
something just,
Dahlia and the purser okay?
they're right behind me.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Look who we found. And we'll introduce the...
Yirkul. I am all right. It is good to see you.
You fought 4 of those things?
Yeah.
Yeah. After the weather was turning bad, and just one of them was, well, he'll just gesture down towards himself. We wanted to get some shelter, and I didn't feel good about leaving the rest of you behind. We should... I mean, not much of a surprise now, right? I'm sure they already know we're all here.
Oh, do they? They don't seem to have an intelligent mind. They seemed like they were just wandering.
Also, be careful. They infect you.
They do what?
Wait, what?
Well,
Is that...
something's maybe infected them.
Yeah, something's infected them for sure.
And it's some sort of worm. And it's gross because it was in the body.
Yeah.
Weren't some of you hit by these?
A lot.
How do we know if we're infected?
I don't know.
Hazeal, say, ah.
Are you gonna say I have rabies again?
This is completely different. You seemed to have fought off the dwarf rabies. I don't see anything. Riz was the surge. Oh, I actually don't want to talk about that. Can you tell Godfrey what?
No, sorry, what? You see Riz is pointedly not looking at the person, and she's just kind of...
Godfrey, on the floor nearby, next to some of the mining equipment down here, this floor is littered with boxes. It looks like an excavation dig that was just abandoned midway through. Kind of pushed up against the side of the wall, you're going to see a dead human male. His chest completely ripped open.
What happened to that?
He was infected.
That's what happens?
No, that's what happens when the Kender does surgery, but more or less, Squire. Levna will say. There was something big and wormy inside of his chest, and, well, she got it out, but I think it was probably too big to survive.
Oh my god, what?
Probably better than letting him live through whatever that change is gonna look like.
That's horrible.
Yeah, so to get you up to speed, we just made a blood oath to go down into the basement here and kick the ass of whatever caused this.
Yeah, we gotta end this. Yeah. Can I just have a moment and catch my breath a bit?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna try and take a short rest if possible.
Okay.
And spend some hit dice. Because not going in
Join
there.
me in the lack of
Right.
hit dice.
Do it. Spend your hit dice.
Okay, that was not
fine.
that great.
Everything's fine.
Song of Rest, Bard. Song of Rest. It's a thing you forget all the time as a bard.
Oh yes, are we
It
having
doesn't
a
take
rest?
any sort of slots or anything. It's an unlimited thing that just gives more healing.
We're
Yeah, I can still
actually
use
doing
it.
a rest, right?
So like it's just the short one. You got about 10-15 minutes.
I think you only need
That's
10.
perfect time to do the Song of Rest.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Pretty good.
I'm sure nothing will sneak up on us anyway.
I mean, it's
In a very
daylight in
quiet-
here.
We've got a giant daylight spell
good.
going, so
And we've just been screaming, "Die, monster!"
yeah, 100%.
You don't belong in this world.
Quietly and nervously play the lute. Well, feeling his gut, feeling her gut to the nodes underneath. Does it seem swollen? Uh-oh. I feel. What if it's the spores in the air?
You're making up a song. What if it's the spores in the air?
What if it's the spores in the air?
What if I caught it on a dare?
I think after being brought attention again to what Riz has done, I think she's spending this entire time, she's just sitting and staring, and just she can't look away. It's like a car accident where it's just you want to look away but you can't. So she's just sitting and staring.
So I'm feeling a little bit better, but more anxious. Spores in the air? Do we know how this infection works?
Maybe they find you when you sleep. Try not to weep, Godfrey.
Hazel's gonna just go put a hand on Riz's shoulder. He was dead the moment they got him. You at least made it so he didn't turn into the other things.
Maybe it's their claws or their bites that infect.
Godfrey will nervously look at his wounds from the claws.
Hazel also has a bunch of wounds. So many claw wounds.
Is there a way to tell if you're infected?
Eventually you see something earthing underneath your chest, and then I try and take it out, and then you die.
A slow, painful one at that.
Roan was feeling very ill this past week. Yirka will say. He was feeling quite sick before it happened. I think that if any of you are infected, you'll know before it happens. Before you die.
I'm gonna look over at Kelara and just be like, please don't let Rizira commit surgery on me.
She'll kind of just nod.
Thank you.
Oh, you'll want Rizira to commit surgery on you if one of those gestates.
Do not think that I will be much help to you. I will stay with Delia and your captive.
Maybe you should follow close by too, just so that if one of those things snuck up on us outside, we don't want you too far away. Otherwise, we can't protect you.
I won't be that far away, don't worry. I just am not going into the fray with you.
Fair. No, that's good. Just stay within calling distance.
She'll nod. All right. So having your rest, what do you do?
With Song of Rest, what do we
So
get
you
anything
gain-
from that?
A d6.
An additional D6?
If you spent hit dice to rest.
Is it an additional D6 per hit dice you spend, or is it just...
No, I think it's just extra.
Just looks like a flat d6.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just an
Cool.
extra thing that you get for if you spend hit dice. So it's just an extra.
Bards like naps.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure. I
nice.
guess I'll spend a hit die for that as well.
Does
who
the
doesn't?
ones our practice count for these two?
No, they don't. No, they don't. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm still not at full, and I have 0 hit dice. Awesome. This is great, guys.
All right. So, as you Song of Rest, you prepare yourselves, you'll find yourselves heading up to the northwest corner of the room. As you do, it is a simple stairwell leading deeper into Sunward Fortress. And I would like to know your marching order.
Unless anyone opposes, I'll try and go first.
Okay?
I think Riz will probably be kind of just behind Godfrey.
Okay.
I'll probably try and be to the back.
I'll
Where
be somewhere in
would
the middle.
middle, and then Hazeal second to last?
Yeah, Hazel basically will just take What makes sense?
Levna will sandwich Riz with Godfrey so that there's some support in the middle that can shift around. Okay. All right. So let's go and you make your way down.
I have the drift globe floating now because unless somebody tells me to turn it off, I'm just going to let it play out its hour of daylight.
Sounds good. So that's going to change the lighting situation in here significantly. All right. Heading down the stairs, as you do, you find yourselves descending deeper, deeper, deeper into the bowels of Sunward Fortress. This level of the fortress hasn't been fully excavated. A 30-foot wide chasm splits in two, spanned by makeshift wooden footbridges. On the far side of the chasm, digging implements surround an 8-foot tall crystal, glowing with a noxious orange light. On the near side of the chasm, a hulking red form covered in squirming shapes digs through broken crates. And as soon as you step down, Godfrey, it is going to turn and snarl at you, and I need an initiative roll from everybody.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Oh, this is so fitting for Riz. I rolled a fucking 2.
Yeah, you're
And you're still first.
Not quite, but I'm still 14.
okay. So, and then I'll roll for my all. Okay. Okay, and then for you, and then for God, Levna rolled a 3. Great. Okay. So, looking at the initiative, I have Jen. Roll me a d20.
$17.
Okay. Okay, so then we have okay, just checking my initiative. We have Godfrey, Aurontiros. Then we have Rizira, Kelara, one, two, three, 4, 5, and then Levna. Okay. All right. As you step down the stairs, this creature is going to snarl in this deep, reverberating, almost kind of like a cackling laugh that echoes out of it as you step down into these caverns. Hazeal, everyone who is looking at this creature can make me an Arcana check. And this tall, hulking red form is like covered with these clinging worms that are actually grown larger than the ones that were inside of those, well, of Roan. The one that you pulled out of his chest is perhaps a third the size of the ones that are writhing all around this one. Oh, all right. That absolutely makes sense. So the only person who succeeded, looking there, Jen, Hazeal is going to recognize that these are Slotty, denizens of the plane of Limbo. Slotty are horrible monsters created in Limbo. They're all about chaos. They are very, very powerful monsters. And with the 23, you'll know that they also are definitely capable of infecting people with other Slotty. And they are very, very tough. Resistant to magic, and they regenerate. And have many types of damage resistance, including fire, lightning, acid, cold, and thunder.
Cool.
Oh no!
Cool.
Oh no! Oh no!
But hey, at least it's a red one. The red ones are the easier ones to fight.
Fair.
It
This
gets
is fine.
worse. Absolutely. All right, so Hazeal, you are at the top of the stairwell looking down and are just going to be able to see this one as the daylight spell kind of echoes through the room, filling the chasm with light.
Okay, that's bad. I think Hazel's gonna like not shout, but try and say loudly enough for the others to hear, because obviously the daylight's gonna give us away anyway.
Yeah.
That these are pretty tough and pretty resistant to things, so let's do our best. And she is going to twin spell haste on Levna and Godfrey.
Oh, snap.
All right, sounds good. All right. Do you have anything else that you're doing on your turn?
No, I have nothing else I can do on my turn.
All right.
Because I can't really move past anyone right now.
Yeah, you can move up to them to cast it on them if it's... Do you have to use touch for haste? I
Nope,
believe you do.
30 feet.
It's just plain sight. Ooh, great. Perfect. Okay. Then in that case, it is my turn because the slot rolled a nat 20 as well. So,
Boo.
boo. Okay. Rushing up to the front. Oh, do I have enough speed? Let's find out. So the slotty is in front of you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just enough. And my reach is... What's my reach? Come on. Oh, my reach is only 5 feet. Okay, so I do have to get in close. Okay, so the red slot is going to charge, and these
I'm
boys-
going to use a reaction
Okay.
and attack it first for moving into my reach with one of
Ooh.
my brace combat
Okay.
maneuver.
Sounds good.
So that'll be a 17.
17 to hit is going to be a hit.
Yes. Right. Nice. 16, 20 points of magic damage.
20 points of magic damage. Ooh. Woof, boy. That is going to be okay.
Godfrey's just super like, oh god, nope, 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 bam.
I also just gave you this rush of adrenaline.
Okay. So you definitely... Oh, man. Okay. So you are going to slash into it. It is going to let out that kind of cackling laugh, scream, and is going to attack you now that you have buried your blade into its gut. It is going to make 2 claw attacks against you. Which are going to be, ooh, that's an 18, that's not going to hit. That is a 17, that's not going to hit. And the bite is not going to hit. So it is going to go, and he's going to try to slam into you and cut into you, but is not going to be able to because of your incredibly high AC. All right, and I'm sorry, can I get a dexterity save from all of you?
Oh no.
That'll be a 12.
Well, that was one of them was a nat 20, but so 20, but the other one's 24.
Nice.
That is
Okay.
a natural 1 for a total of 3.
Oh boy.
11.
Okay.
10.
Yikes. 10. Guys, no.
Wait.
Okay.
Hold on. I have to check and see if I can do this on saves. I think I've already checked this before, and I can only do it on ability.
Okay, Levna
things, but I
failed.
need to check.
Oh
Need
my
to
God.
Check it. I can do
Okay.
this. Dang it! It's not saving throws. Never mind.
Okay. 1 second.
I tried.
Okay, so there is a bit of movement from the far side of this chasm, and as you are looking down, you will just vaguely see at the edge of your drift, at the edge of the drift globe's light, Godfrey, that a hulking green monstrosity is going to come into view from next to this crystal, is going to point a finger at you and say, "You should not have come here into my dwelling." And a mote of light is going to shoot out of his finger up the stairwell as he casts Fireball.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my reaction uncanny dodge to have my half, so
Okay. Here we go. Real quick, that is 10. That is 6. That's going to be 25 points of fire damage to everybody except for Jen. Hazeal, with that botch, that's going to be 50 points of fire damage.
I'm down.
Okay.
Instantly down. I would have been down if I was at full.
Oh no.
As a fireball ignites up at the top, it's going to fly up into the stairwell and ignite on Hazeal Square and explode, echoing 25 points of fire damage.
So if you pass that,
If you pass that save, you will take half, so that will be
24, 12, and then because of my uncanny dodge is half again, so that's 6.
So you're gonna take 6.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that
And
math.
I believe, Godfrey, you passed. Aurontiros, what did you roll?
11.
Okay,
Wait, a
that's
12
gonna be...
passed?
Sorry?
A 12 passed?
12 fast.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
And determination be added.
Too bad. You already know the difficulty. If you know the DC, you can't do it.
I forget that determination is a thing.
It's
I'm new
fine.
here, everybody.
You're new. You're
listening.
not. It's 20 episodes in.
I'm new compared to everyone else here.
This is true.
Yeah,
okay.
fair. And Kelly, I don't know if you saw the chat, but Levna did have advantage because of
on the
haste.
save?
Yeah.
Oh, because of
let me
haste.
go.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
Lesnar and I
she
aren't
passed.
doing much this round.
Okay.
But once
that's
I
true.
get hit and go down, then it goes away. But so
And we have to spend around doing nothing.
Okay.
yep. Sorry guys.
Okay. So
That was
Godfrey,
great. Pace was awesome. I
that
do
is
nothing.
your turn. So Godfrey, you were suddenly going to feel just all of the pep and energy go as it almost feels like your soul gets punched out of your body. And Aurontiros, it is your turn. Fire consumes the hallway you're in, shaking the foundation. What do you do?
Well, were these ugly things in front of us hit?
They were not. They were not. It was actually spaced out. 5, 10, yep, they're spaced out just outside of it.
Well, dang. How thick? How wide are the stairs that go back up?
They are. You can push through your friends if you want.
What I mean is this monstrosity too big to follow us up?
It would be able to go through with difficulty, so it counts it as difficult terrain.
What to do?
I don't know.
Can I sing Hazeal back to life?
No, you're not Evanescence.
Yet.
Yeah, you need your Amy Lee. All right. So what would you like to do though?
Oh. Man, I'm out of my element here.
Was your element fire? Because you're in that.
No. No.
Oh, my bad.
I kind of got nothing here. Let's do mirror image.
Okay.
I can't run past this either, can this monster?
You can.
Kinda...
It's Godfrey is the first one down the stairs, so if you move either side of Godfrey, you can go.
Without triggering its attack?
No, that's not what you said. You can move
don't-
past it.
You can use your action to disengage, and then you can move without
This is true.
triggering.
Right.
So it also depends on.
And that ugly
if it
thing
has-
on the other side of the chasm cast that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
Aurontiros is just going to yell, retreat a bit? Back up the stairs, everyone? Less fireballs? And mirror image. Yeah. That's let's do that.
Okay, cast mirror image and retreat. Gotcha. Okay.
And as a bonus action, who's in the front? Godfrey?
Godfrey.
You got this. As the rest of us retreat, and gives him the bardic inspo.
All right, so Godfrey has bardic inspiration. Let's zoom out just a tiny bit. All right.
Is it an action to pick up someone?
It's an object interact. I will allow you to drag Hazeal as your object interact.
I'd like to go back up into the room not full of monsters that can kill us in 2 hits with Hazeal.
Okay. All right. So next in the initiative, so as dragging Hazel's body, we have Rizira with Kelara on deck. So Rizira, you're up.
Riz is not gonna leave Godfrey behind and Levna, and seeing that they're both exhausted. So Rizira is going to run 30 feet. Is it a hallway leading down?
It is a hallway. It is a hallway, like
Okay.
a corridor. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I can't jump the railing, basically, is what on the last step.
do not believe so.
Okay.
There are distinct lines drawn on the map, so I'm gonna say it is a full stairwell.
No worries. I will take the opportunity attacks.
Okay.
Then, so Riz will attempt to run 30 feet to the edge of the chasm.
All right, one from the slod. That's a 19 plus something, so that's gonna hit.
Don't worry, my AC 17.
Okay, and then 2 from the baby slods. Oh, okay. What's your AC?
17.
So the slod poles are going to be 16, so that's not enough.
Nice.
I know that's not what they're called, but that's what I'm calling them because I think it's
They're
funny.
great.
Slad poles. All right, so that's going to be a claw attack. He is going to slash you as you run past for a total of 6 points of piercing damage. But I do need you to do me a favor. I do need you to make me a Constitution save.
Okay. 6 points of slashing damage?
6 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, I'm not gonna uncanny dodge that. I will wait my turn and wait for something bigger, because that's obviously going to happen. And then a con save. Oh, my dice are liking me tonight. 22.
22, okay. So you'll get slashed across the arm and will rush down. What do you do?
All right, so then bonus action, she's going to shout, "Hey! God, you look like something the dog threw up." And I need you to make a wisdom save as I try and taunt you.
Oh, that's a 17.
Crap. DC 17.
But you know what? I will spend a something good happens to reroll that.
Okay.
That's a 14.
That does not make my DC of 15. So the target has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than me to the start of my next turn. And then I will take out my hoopak and fling it. You know,
All right.
swing and fling and make an attack.
Do it.
Holy fucking shit.
What?
I rolled that. I'm gonna take a fucking picture. I rolled that with disadvantage.
Yeah. What'd you get?
2 nat 20s. on
Wah, wah, wah,
Jen's
wah.
big dice.
Nice.
Holy shit.
Because you did the Kender thing. You went and taunted it, and then it went whomp
Yup.
right
And-
between this
and
guy's
I'm-
eyes. All
And
right,
I'm
give
being
it to
hunted
me.
by Paradox, so this makes perfect sense.
I'm sorry, Jen going
was
down
hard
with
to see.
fire is
Hold on.
hilarious to me.
It is. It's pretty fucking hilarious.
Unfortunately, because I rolled out disadvantage, I don't get double
It's
my sneak
beautiful
attack, so
karma.
I'm still waiting for that, but
Oh yeah, you don't get to sneak attack because you had disadvantage.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Which I'm still waiting to crit on a sneak attack. Still, it's happened once this game so far. So
You know
but I
what?
still
You
get-
know what? I'm gonna spend. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna use it. Something good happens on that.
No.
We've got
No,
so
no.
many.
You don't want me to one
I have
shot this
two.
thing, Kelly?
You're not gonna one shot him.
Oh, if I crit on my sneak attack. No, okay.
This is the
All right.
boss.
Fair. Oh, it's D4s, not D6s. Alright, sorry. I grabbed the wrong dice. There we go. 2D4.
Why did you have
We're so-
disadvantage?
Because of the thing I talked about in chat.
Oh, well, that was self-imposed.
I know, but I'm saying. That's why I have disadvantage. Because Riz is feeling stuff right now. She's not quite in the game.
All right.
6 plus 4 is 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
10 points of bludgeoning damage as that cranks him right between the eyes. All right. Good solid hit. It's gonna kind of get you for that. That's
If you
that's
can
your
hit me.
turn. Kelara, it is your turn. What do you do?
Okay, so Aurontiros grabbed Hazeal and ran.
Yeah. So they're just past you up inside the main corridor.
Okay. Are they close enough that I can still touch Hazeal?
Absolutely.
Spare the fucking dying.
Okay.
I was like,
Yeah.
how? No, don't take her away from the healer. Oh god, don't do it.
Move her
Um,
closer.
But Kalara's not going to follow. She will spare the dying Hazeal. So that Hazeal does not die on her, but she's not going to go back and try and heal her because she's going to move forward and Shield of Faith Godfrey.
Okay. All right. So Godfrey, thou art shielded by thine faith.
Plus
Okay.
2 AC.
Anything else you're
Clara
getting up?
believes in me.
And I will move forward down the stairs a little bit.
And Aurontiros believes in you.
Also true.
Not that far.
All right. So that is Kelara. Anything else you're doing with your turn, Kelara?
No, that was an action and a bonus action and a move.
Okay. So what's my movement speed? Oh, totally. Okay. So the creatures clinging to the slab are going to leap off and start to swarm up the stairwell, attacking into Godfrey. So Godfrey, one of them is going to squirm past you. Do you have a reaction? You don't. You're completely...
I can't take actions or move until my next turn, so.
Okay, cool.
We'll
All
see
right, so
now.
it's going to be 1, 2, 3 attacks on you. What's your AC right now?
23.
23. Okay. Even with haste being turned off, right?
Yep. Otherwise, it would be
Okay.
25.
Okay, so the slads are going to kind of bite at you, but they're going to bite into the spiritual, like the holy shield that surrounds you instead, and they're going to try to climb up Levna, but are not going to be able to find a purchase either with her full plate armor as these kind of like surge toward you, and now it is Levna's turn, and Levna will go because it was a great idea. All right. So, Levna is unhasted, and top of the initiative, Hazeal, you are stabilized. Do you have anything that can pop you back up? You don't have any, like, Dwarven resistance or anything? No, that's orcs. Okay.
Not. I mean, I have Dwarven resilience, but it's poison. So
All right. All right,
nothing
so
here.
the slot is going to do some... Oh, my God. Okay, Godfrey, you're going to take some damage, my friend. Bring it. Okay.
Unless
You're... I guess you're
60 feet,
technically
right?
within, you're technically within line of sight, yeah. If you want to use it.
that one hit him.
But one of these attacks has hit him so far. Yes.
I'm waiting for the big one to hit him.
Okay. All right. So, Godfrey, the red slot in front of you is going to tear into you, and is going to go. Let's see. Math. Okay, 25 does hit. 15 does not hit. Let's re-roll that with a hurt them more. Okay, 16 does not hit, and I'm gonna save my other ones. Okay, so Godfrey, do me a favor, my friend. You are gonna take 5 points of piercing damage and make me a con save, please.
Okay. Sorry, just adding the damage up there, and con save. Nat 20.
Nat 20. All right, you're
For
doing pretty
28.
good. Okay. All right. Meanwhile, so that is the red slod's turn. Down across these bridges to the south, the swollen green one is going to snarl, "I'll get you, Kendar," and is going to raise a staff up and go, and Riz.
Yep.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? What's your AC, Riz? It is probably
17.
I'm sending a hurt them more to re-roll that. I'm gonna re-roll one of them. I'm gonna re-roll one of them. Yes. Wait, no, that's only a 16. God damn it.
The beautiful
Okay.
thing about mage armor is that it doesn't go down when I do.
Yep.
Oh,
Thank-
oh God.
Thank you.
It's so good. It's so good. All right. So the green slot across the chasm raises his staff and goes and hurls 2 motes of fire at you. They go.
Riz is just gonna like dance out of the way, is what she does. She's just like dancing out of the way. Oh, Adam,
I
she's
hate
coming out.
you.
Do you kind of like dance out of the way, then turn and kind of like shake your booty at him a little?
Yeah, just like because I'm taunting him still, so he's like do 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 do.
All right, that is gonna be his turn, and that's frustrating. Godfrey, your vision is gonna come back into focus as the one in front of you. You're gonna see this like deep cut where you stabbed into the red slod, and then it starts to heal in front of your eyes.
No.
All right, it's your
No.
turn or Aurontiros' turn. Who wants to go?
Oh, after you.
Let's have Godfrey go first, because he's got the inspiration.
All right, Godfrey. You're up,
Okay.
buddy. What do you want?
In that case, as I'm seeing it heal in front of itself and I'm sort of coming back to, I'm just going, no, and I'm just going to try and attack it again. First thing I'm going to do is attack it with Precise Strike and use that again to give myself advantage for a total of 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
Awesome. So that's 16 points of damage.
Okay.
Let me just use up that. Because that was from the feet. So that goes down to 1. And that's long rest. All right. Then I'm going to... Oh, I probably should have done this first, but... Oh, well. Nope, I'm just going to attack it again. Okay. Do with second attack. And that one I'm going to use my inspiration on. Does an 18 hit?
18 does hit.
Sweet. So that'll be another 10 damage.
Where did you get
And-
inspiration from? Oh, your bardic inspiration.
Yep, Bardic Inspiration, sorry.
Okay.
So use that
I was
one up
like-
and say what? And since we did a short rest before coming down here, I'm going to action surge again because no.
Yes, Godfrey.
I'm guessing an 11 misses.
11 yeah, probably misses, yeah.
And then a nat 20.
Okay. That makes up for that.
29 to hit, so that
Okay.
works. Oh my god. Okay, 16, 24 points of damage.
24.
That makes up
All
for
right,
that
so
miss.
for a total of 58 points of damage this turn.
How dare it heal in front of me? And I'm just like, no, and just keep relentlessly trying to go into it.
Okay,
And-
it is extremely bloodied as you slash into it again and again and again and again.
And then bonus action. A little help here, Riz!
Yeah.
Riz, would you like to use your reaction?
I would, because I've not uncanny dodge because that guy didn't hit me. So yeah, I would love to use my reaction.
Okay, you want to hit him in the back of the head?
Oh yeah.
Okay, and you can do that with a
She's
ranged
looking
attack,
us.
right? You can use a ranged attack for the reaction to that, Godfrey?
Oh, yep, just makes, she gets to make an attack.
That's great. Oh, all right, do it.
Oh, my dice are that's a dirty 20 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Do. That's technically max. So that's going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Okay. 8 points of bludgeoning damage to the back of the head. He is, it is still up and snarling, but man, it is not having a good day. Stab from the front, whistling hoop hack to the back of the head. All right. All right, Godfrey, any other thing you're doing?
Not for now. I'm
Okay.
done.
All right, Aurontiros, it is your turn.
All right. All right, monster. Can I see down this corridor beyond all my friends, or is it very jumbled?
You can see them. Any attacks through will take actually, that tight would be you'd have disadvantage on any attack rolls, but spell-wise, you can totally aim as long as it's not a spell
Spells,
attack.
then.
So like shatter
Okay.
would not apply for the disadvantage.
So, I could reach through that.
Mhm. You could shatter because
Oh,
it's
right,
just an
it-
area effect.
It happens on the target, right? That is exactly what I would like to do. How many can I hit?
I think you should just like put it right on Godfrey.
Yeah, he'll be fine, right?
He'll be fine.
I mean, what's the difference between that and arrow to the ass?
So looking where you are right now, you can place it basically anywhere in the squares immediately around the monster, because it's a 60-foot aim, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 50. Yep, so you can put it like... you can put it right on top of this thing.
Maybe on this southern chunk of it, try to hit.
Sure, that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
What is my save?
It is...
Alright, so first of all... I'm gonna roll
Six,
for...
spell save DC 16.
Okay, Slatty boy, here we go. Okay, this is a deck save or a con save? I can't remember.
Let me double check real quick. Shatter. That's what it's called. Shatter.
I believe it's a con save.
You know what? Yeah, it is.
Okay, so the slot is going to succeed its save. The slot pulls, you're going to hit 1, 2, 3 of them. First one is going to get a fail. The second one is going to get a fail. And the third one is going to... What'd you say the DC was?
16.
Okay, so the big guy is going to succeed and the slad pulls are going to fail. Roll me damage. Now, if you wanted to, you could make me re-roll using silvery barbs on big guy.
Oh, that can be used
You can
against saving
It can.
throws.
Or you can save it for something else. But I'm just letting you know.
Right. Yeah, sorry. In my head, I'm like, I'm casting a spell. I can't cast a spell while I'm casting a spell. Yo, dog, I heard you like spells.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You can also use cutting words on their save.
Oh, right. And that's... but I used my reaction, right. You know what? I'll save my reaction because someone else might.
Okay, sounds
I'm gonna be
good.
smart about it.
So, all right, roll me damage.
11, 7, 7. 21.
21 points of damage. Okay. Okay, so that is going to be perfect for that. 21 points of damage. That's going to be Boom. Okay, 1 second. There is going to be a horrible noise that erupts directly over Godfrey and kind of echoes out, slamming into the red slot and 3 of the slot poles. The slot poles are going to be torn asunder, ripped completely to just viscera. And they are just going to dissolve into the ground. The giant red slot is going to take the damage as well. It's going to kind of buckle a little bit, and then is going to snarl and seem to endure more of it than he should. He seems to be somewhat resistant to this type of damage. All right. So, that is not correct math, Kelly. That is correct math. Okay, cool. All right, Aurontiros, anything else with your turn?
Godfrey, we're right behind you. And send him another bardic inspiration.
Okay, sounds good. Rizira, it is your turn now. What would you like to do?
So I think seeing Godfrey and the thing, I think Riz is like, okay, maybe we should try and focus our efforts on one thing first. So she's going to turn around, and she's going to use.
How dare you!
She's going to just not pretend she didn't even hear him. And she's going to be like, okay, Sarah,
I'm right here. How rude!
you got this. You got this. You just get back in your head. You got this. And she's going to bonus action steady aim to hoop back at a red boy over there,
With advantage.
which will be just flat for me, which means if I crit, I'll get my snack attack. Oh, that's still gonna hit. So that is gonna be a 24.
24 to hit is going to hit. Roll me damage, please.
Sweet. Plus my snack attack. Because that was a flat attack. So let's hit him in the back attack with my hoop attack. All right, that's not terrible for damage actually. So 16, dirty 20 bludgeoning damage on him.
20 bludgeoning damage?
Yep.
Okay. Slamming into the back, you're going to see like blood kind of spray out the side of his head as that attack hits, and this thing is on death's door, like kind of fading in and out as it kind of hovers on its feet, barely still alive. That was a hell of a hit. Do you have anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Nope, that was my action and my bonus action, and I can't move with steady aim.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Kelara, it is your turn.
She's gonna kind of stand a bit, try and stand to the side of Levna slightly, not like kind of just lean over, level her staff through it, and just be like, Mystical, take this foul creature and cast Guiding Bolt at 3rd level.
Okay.
I want this thing going down before it can heal up.
Okay, so Guiding Bolt, you're going to be, so you're casting through Levna, so you're kind of reaching over her, so, but you're not trying to hit Godfrey, so I'm going to raise its AC a bit.
Okay.
So go ahead and make me an attack roll.
Natural fucking 20!
God damn it.
I rolled Dark Tales!
Okay,
These Norse
roll me
Family
damage.
dice are my reliable dice. I love these things.
I'm going to start pulling mine out if you guys keep this up.
All right, I'm gonna need a calculator real quick, because this is gonna be overkill.
Yup.
Yeah, how much HP did he have? 1?
1.
Oh my god, I was so close from how you want to do this. Oh!
Because you got... Oh wait, hold on. How much damage
Did it
did you?
actually
You
have
did
1?
20.
You did
20.
Did I kill it?
Yeah, actually.
Ah,
How much?
I did my
how much-
math wrong. I did my math wrong. I'm
I
sorry.
have movement. Can I have moved and targeted the other guy then with my nat 20? If that one actually was dead?
You know what? I'm gonna give you. Yeah. So let's rewind because every dungeon master
Cool.
occasionally makes mistakes. I gave him resistance to bludgeoning damage in my head because he's resistant to every other form of damage.
But not bludgeoning.
He's not resistant to bludgeoning. He's not resistant to non-magical attacks. Just all the
Ooh, pack.
elemental ones.
Ooh, pack.
Who passed?
So I was
Oh,
like,
so
wait a
is there-
minute. Wait a
that's
minute.
a
No,
really
that's
good
full 20,
hit.
and he had 11 hit points. So you did it. So we're gonna go. All right. So Rizira, you are going to punch a bolt through its head, and it's going to kind of teeter on its feet and go, and is going to collapse to the ground.
Yes.
And as it does so, it's gonna kind of. Kelara, you're going to be able to push past Godfrey. I'm going to spend this something good happens. Just say that you step over the slad pole.
Okay.
And what's the range on?
120 feet.
Okay, so you just need to be on this other Godfrey.
Yeah.
All right, so you don't. Yeah, so I'll just say I'll spend this something good happens so you can move that square. You can. How much damage do you do to Mr. Green?
51 points of radiant damage.
Holy god damn it. Okay, hold on. Math.
I upcast it to 3rd level and then got to at 66 and then got to roll them twice. That's 12d6 of damage.
Oh, actually, you made that. That was very easy. That was very easy math for me. So I'm very happy about that. Okay, so guiding bolt slams into this horrible bloated green creature across the way. Slams into it, sears it, and it glows with divine light. It is. You're gonna have advantage the next time you go after that one, but that is gonna be your turn unless you want to move and take a bonus action.
I don't think there's anything I can bonus action because I don't have it. That wasn't a cantrip, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm probably good with where I am.
Okay, sounds good. With that, I'm going to. Okay. Then it's going to be the slad poles. Number 1 is going to bite at Godfrey. That is going to be nah. Another one's going to try to bite at Levna. That's going to be a hit, actually. Levna is going to be bit by one of the slad poles on her knee, and is going to take 3 points of damage. Well, that was nice. All right, 3 points of damage onto the slad pole and Levna, and it is Levna's turn. Levna is going to look at this creature in front of it, the slad pole, biting her knee, and is going to hit it with her sword. And that's going to be... Oh, she doesn't actually kill it in one hit. God damn it. I'm assuming if something good happens, we reroll that damage. I don't want ones in this game. Let's do this. I rolled double ones after that? What the hell? That was awful. So she's going to like slash at it with her great sword, and is going to take another swing at it with her great sword. That is going to be... I think that is enough to hit it. Okay, come on. There we go. All right, she's going to take 2 slashes, killing the slad pole there, and is going to move out into, I guess, through Godfrey into the field. The slad pole at the north is going to make an attempt to bite her as she passes, but to no avail, and is going to begin to head down to take care of this green one with Riz. You know what? She's going to use her second wind to gain some hit points back on her turn. And top of the initiative, Hazeal. Hazeal, you are unconscious up above as you are knocked out. I want to know, like, what's going through Hazel's mind right now? What is she thinking?
Oh man, I had something for the just save memories, and then we didn't do that. So, thank you for sparing me, Kelara, but also, my brain's not thinking straight. I think at the point she goes down, she's so focused on keeping this group safe, her new friends safe. And because she was already real hurt from the last battle. And so I think she was focused on just trying to keep everybody safe and going and doing what she could and being support dwarf in this fight. So I think she's just, there's a lot of concern and like, not that she's consciously thinking she's a disappointment for falling so quickly, but I think there is a bit of that.
All right. So as you are having these thoughts, kind of like half groggily, you are going to feel like cold hands on the side of your face. And as you do, you're going to hear, Sea Lord, heal this warrior. Bring her back into the fold. And you're going to regenerate 4 hit points. And open your eyes as Yerkle kind of leans over you and channels the power of the Sea Lord into you.
Yes, Yerkle!
Because she is listed in the book as an acolyte, and I spent a Something Good Happens to say that she still had a Cure Wounds.
And she has the pearl too. Riz gave her the pearl, so she could use that. I don't know if she could use it as a spell component thing.
And
As a
Hazel
focus,
starts
probably.
coughing because apparently that's what I'm doing. So,
All right. Would you like to take your turn?
can I? Wow.
Yeah, you totally can. I spent a Something Good Happens to have that all happen.
I mean, yeah, it feels like I would be disoriented is all.
You probably
I don't
are.
think I can actually do anything from back here, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to be like, what's happening? What's going on?
You're alive. That is a good thing. A little
Yeah.
burnt, but still good.
Oh. Also, my magical robes that don't get dirty or are perfectly fine.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So that is going to be that. So then from across the pit, you are going to hear a snarl as this green one says, Leave! Leave now! This is my dwelling! This is my power! Leave now! And Riz, he is going to point a hand at you and is 19. Zoom, and is going to throw a ball of fire at you. That is going to be.
Can I? Sorry, am I able to see from where I am at all?
You are not, unfortunately.
No. Okay.
No, not because you're technically up out of the room.
And that's what I thought, and that's why I figured I couldn't do anything. I was just hoping I could maybe do a counterspell reaction.
No, unfortunately not.
Sadly, no.
This little hurl fire is going to hit you, Riz. It's going to be. It's going to do 9 points of fire damage, and yeah, it's going to do 9 points of fire damage.
I'll have that.
Okay, sounds good. And I have
So
I have a hurt.
before.
Yeah, I have hurt them more, so I'll do something else for fun. Let's do it.
Oh no! Oh no! I should have saved my uncanny dodge.
All right, and another ball of fire is going to hit you for 10 more fire damage. All right, and that is going to be that's going to be their turn. Do they have? Nice. Okay, so they have so many things. Okay, cool. So then I have to boop. There we go. All right, Godfrey or Aurontiros.
I went first last time. After you, good elf.
Thank you, sir. With my elven grace and speed, I think I can just make it to the other side of Godfrey at the base of this passage.
Yep, you absolutely can.
All right, let's enter that. I guess it puts me next to one of the slad poles.
The last slad pole.
Yeah, let's go down as far as I can go, and that fireball looks like something that we should be learning. Oh, I guess Aurontiros and his 3 copies run down the passage. And what's... I guess I can't see, can I? How far the chasm is under these walkways?
Pretty far down. It's definitely quite a fall.
Let us... Using the... you know what, now? Use them while you have them. It worked before. How far away is this creature across the chasm?
From you?
Yeah.
60 feet.
Well, wouldn't you know it? That's the range of shatter. So please make me a Constitution save.
I think I will. I think I'm going to roll a nat 20.
Oh, no. Nat 1.
Oh, well, I definitely rolled high, though. That's a 22.
Ooh, half damage for it. And it's going to take...
Or perhaps even less.
Oh.
It called Silvery Bar.
I rolled 777 last time. I rolled 666 this time.
All right, so that's 18. That turns into 9, and that turns into 4 points of damage.
Womp.
All right, as your shatter hits it. Do I look like some cheap conjurer of tricks, elf?
Yes. Oh, you were talking about me. Or you?
All right. Anything else you're doing on your turn?
Gonna give Rizira a bardic inspiration. Riz, you okay? Of course you're okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm doing great.
All right. So then, Godfrey, it's your turn.
Okay, let's take out this slad pull. Ooh, 28.
That's going to be a hit.
Nice. 15 damage.
15 damage. All right, slashing down into it. You are going to kill the slad pole. What do you do?
This big one, is it at all look like it's still growing back?
Kind of hard to see. It's like more than 100 feet. It's about 65 feet away from you. It doesn't look terribly hurt, though.
Oh, no, the one that, the red one.
No, it is dead.
Okay. As far as I can tell. Perfect.
As far as you can tell.
Then, I'm going to rush past Kelara, Aurontiros, and Levna and move towards the bridge just a little bit before in front of Rizira there, and I'm just gonna be like, Riz! Again! And point
I can't!
Oh.
I used my reaction. I shouldn't have done it for the 3 points I have, but yeah, I'm sorry.
That's all right. I should have been paying more attention.
That's okay.
I'm done with my turn.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so then it is going to be Rizira. Rizira, you're up.
All right, Rizira's going to again do the kind of take a breath and bonus action steady aim and fire her hoopak at it.
Sounds good.
All right, you green. You see what I did to that one? We're gonna do that to you. Ooh, that's a 7. That's a 14. I'm gonna spend my bardic inspiration.
Okay.
14 plus 5 is a 19.
19 is a hit.
Yes. Give me that delicious dice. That wasn't as nice of a roll. 8, 14, 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
18 points of bludgeoning damage right between the eyes. That is a beautiful hit that is going to ring out.
Actually, can she do a crotch shot with that? Not that between the eyes. She goes for the crotch.
Okay, directly between the balls. Good job.
Yep.
That is going to be boop.
Taint, no problem.
Ain't no problem. All right, that is going to slam into the creature. It is going to stumble back a little, going, ow, ow, that really smarts.
Funny, because you don't look very smart.
All right, anything else you're doing, Rizira?
Nope, can't move.
All right, Kelara, it's your turn.
Okay. I think I'm gonna guiding bolt him again.
Okay. Are you going
I
to move
heard-
down to get a straight line of sight?
Wait, actually, Kelly,
Yes, the first attack against him would have had advantage.
mhm,
So you could still move, Rizira.
could still move. I'm actually going to do a bonus action to taunt again, so I need him to make a wisdom save.
Okay. Nat 20.
All right.
Okay, sorry. Kelara, back up to you.
Okay.
So, moving out of the way so that you get a clear line of sight, make me an attack roll. I really wanted that nat 20
That's
for something else.
19 to hit.
19 is going to hit.
That's 17 points of radiant damage, and next attack has advantage.
Okay, 17 points. Boop. Okay. All right. So, Alara's turn. Slodpoles are dead. Makes my initiative chant much easier. All right, and it is Levna's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right, Levna is going to try to do an advanced charge. I'm gonna spend a hurt them more to. Perfect. Okay, so as Levna hits the bridge, the slod at the bottom is going. The slod bottom is going to raise his hand and hurl fire, hitting her with it. But as it hits her, dealing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11 points of damage, it is going to bounce off and catch the bridge on fire as well.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Right, and that is. So Levna was saving an action. So Levna's going to continue her move across as the bridge starts to catch fire. Okay, so top of the initiative with Hazeal again.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby. Do I know... I know I might not have seen this one in particular earlier because I was on the stairs, but do I know whether or not these guys are subject to the same casting rules that I am? Like
Some of the things they
verbal,
do
somatic.
are. Some of the things they do are, but they do have some natural magical abilities, like the hurling fire just out of his hand seems to be a natural ability.
Damn. Okay. That makes that less interesting. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna move as far down the stairs and not directly into the room because I am very injured. So
Okay.
I would like all the cover I can get, but I would like to be able to look out and see if I can.
Okay, you can totally look around a corner and see the entire room.
Cool.
You just have enough
will-
speed to do that.
Excellent. I was gonna say I don't even need to get up. I will stay prone. I don't care. I just am like looking around the corner. I just want sight. And I am going.
I'll say that you were helped to your
Another-
feet last round by Yurkel and just didn't move, so that you can make it
Okay,
to the
sure.
bottom of the stairs.
Thank you.
Hey, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah. And you said he's about 60 feet from.
About from you,
ish?
it is
Maybe-
60 feet exactly.
Okay.
So across the chasm, one of the bridges is on fire. This guy's burning his bridges.
Indeed, indeed. You know what? I'm gonna do this anyway because hate this guy. I would like to quicken spell silence on him.
What's my save?
There's no save.
Oh my
It's
god,
just-
you're right.
It's just silence
Oh, that's amazing.
around him.
Will break.
And then I will cast a Sacred Flame on him. Because even though that's a dex save, I think. Yeah, it's a dex save. It's radiant damage and not fire damage, which I'm pretty sure he's resistant to.
Dex save. What's my DC?
15.
15. Okay. That he is going to save on that.
Okay. I think. Yeah, you just save, I think.
Okay. So Sacred
I
Flame
don't
will kind of
think
burst there, and he'll like try to yell something at you, and it'll just be like just static noise coming out. No noise at all. At the beginning of his turn, he will heal slightly, and we'll go. We'll start to cast something, and I just checked. I don't need material components, but I do have a somatic component to this spell, and I hate you.
Yes! Yes!
Or verbal?
Jen!
You have a verbal?
I have a verbal. Sorry, I have a verbal component to this spell, and I hate you.
And
Sorry.
VP move right there.
Oh god, I need verbal for that. I need verbal for that.
Is there a cone of silence he's stuck in, or?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's 20 feet around, like.
So Levna's also stuck in there too.
Levin is
Okay.
also
So it's
in
like
there.
a bubble
It's
that
a
noise
bubble of
can't
sound.
penetrate.
Yeah, you've seen me do it before. You have the same spell, so you know what it is.
Okay.
It's,
He is not smart enough to think to move out of this circle right on the first round.
It's a 20-foot radius. Uncentered at any point, I center it on him.
Oh, so it just moves with him? I guess it's any point, so it's in his square. So theoretically,
Yeah,
he can
yeah, it's in
move
his square.
out. He can move outside of it, but he has not thought to do that yet. So instead, he is going to take. You know what? He's going to take the shove action with one of his attacks, and that is going to be a 23 versus.
Unless-
Oh, well, here's the question: are you going to? Yeah, I guess. Are you going to cast it?
Absolutely.
Okay. So his 23
he
is going to.
hear me?
He cannot.
He can't hear.
So I can't. Hold on. Hold my loot.
Hold your loot.
I'm prepping my reaction though.
I think I know, but
Magically distract.
do they have to be able to hear you?
You need to be able to see them.
Yep. So it's like a spark of silver.
Yeah, they don't. It's.
No, I think
if
Bardic
it was
you have to be
cutting
able to hear.
words.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
cutting
yeah.
words they have to
but
hear
I
you.
think I
Yeah,
can use
cutting
silvery
words.
barbs.
Okay, here we go.
Silvery
Rerolling.
barbs.
Nice.
Okay, that's going to be a 9 instead. So he's going to slam into Levna, kind of trying to push her back. Levna is going to dig her heels in with her impressive strength, and instead he's just going to go pretty angry at this point and try to tear into her. That is going to be instead. That's going to be. Oh, let's hit her with my staff and let's try to bite her. So hit her with the staff. That is a 13. That's a miss. And a bite. That is okay. So he's going to snarl, try to slam into her. The silvery barb is going to wipe past his eyes. He's going to like bat at his face and is going to try to smash Levna with his staff. She's going to deflect with her shield, and he's going to try to bite. And instead, she's going to put her shield up, and he's going to kind of like scratch and bite along the side of it instead. And good. He's gonna take the. He's not gonna take the risk. He's not gonna take the risk this round, at least. Okay, sounds good. Then it is Godfrey or Aurontiros' turn.
After you, kind elf.
All right. I'm going to move as far as I can across that towards the bridge that's not on fire.
Okay. 5, 10,
How
15,
far can
20,
I can get
25,
onto
30.
the
Yep.
the bridge?
You can get onto it and take an extra step if you want, because you have 35-foot movement.
Right. Let's move my full speed.
Okay. You can get across the bridge if you do a double move as your action.
I'm going to use a bonus action and use Misty Step to
Okay.
here on the other side.
Okay. So you can get across pretty easily.
And
Where are you headed on the other side?
straight far away from the chasm as as I could go.
Okay. So,
Just so I'm not ending my turn on the bridge.
okay. Sounds good.
And materializing on the other side there. Just going to fire. It's going to fire the bow. Aurontiros' longbow.
Okay.
That is it is an 18.
Okay.
But I will use determination.
All right. Sounds good. Also, who did you give your advantage to for silvery barbs?
Oh, that is right. Someone steals the roll from it. Let's give it to myself for a change.
Okay. Can you give it to yourself, or do you have to give it to someone else?
You can give it
Okay, you
to
can. Okay, cool.
yourself. Yeah.
I could not remember.
Well, in that
case.
case, nope.
Okay. All right, so there it's gone. All right, so Godfrey, with Aurontiros done, it's your turn. What do you do?
Would you like to know the damage of the bow?
Oh, yes, I would. Yes, I would.
It's 11 piercing.
11 piercing. 11 piercing. Good. All right, your arrow is going to soar across, slamming into the side of this immense hulking monster. And Godfrey, what do you do?
Okay. Rizira, go! Attack! I'll use my
Well.
bonus action to let Rizira go after him.
And he's been guiding bolted again, so I get advantage, which negates.
No, actually, technically, Cal would have had advantage. Because Cal just shot him.
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh yeah,
So Cal-
but then silvery. I mean, it's a whole thing.
So Cal has an extra hold for silvery. So Cal has not used his silvery
Yeah.
barbs advantage.
Cool.
There we go.
There we go. All right.
So
Still.
looking across, you got a straight shot. Go ahead and roll.
Won't be as impressive with my damage. 8 plus 7 is a 15. I'm gonna use my determination to make
Okay.
that an 18.
Okay, that's a hit.
Sweet. It's only a d4. It's gonna be 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
She whips one at his foot to make him try and hop on one
Okay.
of the feet.
Sounds good. It will hit, and he will start hopping silently like an angry mime.
All right. For my move, you know what? It's only been burning like a round, so I'm going to try and rush over the burning bridge and just like run through the fire if I am able to.
You can make me a dex save.
Oh no, I can't. Oh shit. That's my second nat one on a dex
no.
save.
Oh no.
All
Godfrey.
right.
Don't you
Okay,
have-
that's going to be
I have
9.
inspiration, but just a nat one still.
It's a nat 1. That's going to be 9 points of fire damage. And I'm going to spend the drama bomb that I have and say the bridge snaps.
Oh no.
Godfrey, it is a 70-foot pit.
Okay.
Reaction featherfall. I had it prepped for Levna in case she was gonna fall.
Okay. So Godfrey, you attempt to make it across the bridge, and instead you are floating downward, downward, downward.
all
good.
right.
Good job.
I still technically have an action. I'm gonna switch to my light crossbow, which I don't think I've ever used, and I'm going to fire at this thing.
Okay, it's gonna have 3/4 cover because you're like falling pretty quick, and it's kind of like you're down in a pit.
No problem. All right. So that's a nope.
Okay.
Different attack bonus. Will a 20... Oh, no, wait, hold on. I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration. Yes! Will a 27 hit?
Yes, it will.
Perfect. I will do 6 points of damage. Oh, sorry, a d6, which will be 3 damage, not 6. My bad.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use Trip Attack on it. So it needs to make me a DC 16 strength check, please. But that will also increase the damage by 4.
It succeeds.
Darn. All right, and I just...
So how much
float
damage was that
down.
total?
7.
Okay, 7.
As I just...
Okay.
I tried, guys.
Shooting him in the ankle as you're.
Yep. That's what I was
Okay.
going for
So
there.
it's hopping around and then gets an arrow to the, or a crossbow bolt to the knee as you slowly down to the bottom of this pit.
I'm okay.
Okay, Rizira, it's your turn.
Perfect. Rizira's gonna be like, well, that ruins my plan of getting over the bridge. I guess I'll just have to use this. And she will take a step forward and start her movement. And as she takes a step, almost looking like she's falling off the bridge, she's going to activate her Kaganesti Forest Shroud because she has not used that today.
True.
So she's going to Misty Step, and like a bunch of swirling leaves kind of come around and fall on the ground, and then she disappears, and then she will reappear 30 feet away,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Right next
just
to
at
him.
the very tippy edge of the precipice.
All right, and
Um,
you cannot make a snarky comment because you are in silence.
That's fine.
So you'll start to make one and then go,
But she'll make an attack with her rapier.
okay.
Which is going to be a 21 to hit.
That's going to be a hit. Roll me damage. And are you using sneak
Perfect.
attack?
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby.
Get feather falls.
I had. Oh, holy shit! That was fucking great. I rolled so many 5s. 10, 21, plus 4. 25 points of piercing damage.
Robin, would you like to take narrative control of how you swap over the pit and kill this thing?
Yes. So you're going to see Rizira take a step forward, swirl into the Misty Step, and she's like gonna like flash her cloak around. It, like a bunch of swirling leaves kind of fall. She disappears. She reappears, almost looking like she still has the same movement. As she does this, she's going to say, you know, in her head, she's trying to say, eat sardy big green glob, and she will swipe its head off, and she's continuing her movement, so she's almost looking like she's doing this in one fluid moment as she just swipes at his head, continues the movement from the Misty Step, and she's just going to continue onwards, and she's just looking like she doesn't even notice him, like she's just running right through, and she just
Sounds good.
decapitates him.
I need you to make me a dex save as he explodes into a big pustulating pool of acid.
Yummy, yummy.
Levna got an 18 for the first time in her life on a dex save.
Nice. I rolled a 19 plus.
Okay, don't worry about it.
7.
So yeah, nothing personal, kid. You're gonna anime pro tag your way through this
Yep.
creature, dropping it down to death. And as you do, the fight is over.
Woo!
You all take a moment to catch your breath, and then you'll hear the sound of armor touching down at the bottom of the pit.
Go.
Hazel's going to drop the silence and just kind of lean against the wall and just like breathe.
Kalara's gonna run up to the edge of the pit and kind of lie on her stomach and kind of lean over and look down. Can she see
Aurontiros will
much, or
be
is
on
it
the
really,
other
really
side
dark?
of the pit, on their stomach, looking
Okay.
down. As
So
well.
looking down into the pit, Godfrey, also Hazel can just have the drip globe float over it, illuminate the entire pit. Looking down, you can see that there's an uneven stone floor down below there. Godfrey, it is laced with dozens and dozens of bodies worth of bones.
Ooh.
Kalara's gonna yell, "Godfrey, catch!" and drop her light rock.
Oh, I think it was better if I didn't see.
And now the drift globe's going to kind of float over and illuminate all the bones.
Oh, yikes! This. Well, I'm okay. Thank you. This is. Anybody got any rope?
Yeah, I have some in my bag. Riz is gonna just like kind of haphazardly kind of like hold her arm out back behind her for someone else to grab, because she's walking towards the crystal in the middle of the room, or not in the middle of the room, but like the side. So she'll hand like a rope over to like Levna or something.
Yeah, I'll take care of him. Don't touch that thing. She looks over her shoulder at the pulsating orange gem. Now, this gem in the center of the floor must weigh a ton, literally. It is an immense crystal. It pulses and sheds dim light for about 10 feet. What do you all do?
I will take just a glance around, not too serious. I'm just kind of looking around at all the bones just to see if there's anything not corpsey down here.
There's just corpses and rock. Just corpses and rocks.
Loot the corpse.
Yeah.
Loot the corpses.
You
So-
just get rock. That's all they have.
Riz is gonna investigate the crystal. Look at the crystal.
Oh man, it looks great. You should touch it.
Kalara's gonna hover around Levna and help her.
Okay, come on, give me a pull. Give me a
Aurontiros
pull.
is going to check
He's
the
so
body of and touch Rizira very gently and like lift her hand away. Maybe let's ask Hazel if it's okay to touch.
Hazel, can I touch the gem?
She's totally just sitting against, like, back at the stairs, just like
Oh,
sitting
Hazel,
against
are
the
you-
wall.
You're not doing too well, are you? Oh no.
I'm okay. Ow.
And as you pull Godfrey out of the hole and prepare to figure out what to do from here on in, I think this is a good place for us to take our break. So folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a sec. Hey everybody, welcome back. This is the part of the program where we talk to the chat. If you're watching us live, you just saw a couple of ads from Bookwyrm Games and from the quest chests. They're pretty rad, right? Like, I didn't do them justice when I was holding up to the camera earlier, so I hope you like those. How's everybody doing? You guys survived a fight.
That was a real fun fight.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
I like the fights in Dragonlance are making us think.
Dragonlance is listed as one of the hardest modules.
It's difficult. Like, if we were the party that we were, I think we would have like actually really struggled.
Which is good. I like that. I find that 5e is really easy. Like, it's either really easy or you just lose. Like, there's no real middle ground. It's just like, oh, I guess I'm dead. You know? So it's pretty cool. How's everybody doing tonight? I mean, I know, Jen, how's your energy level? How are you feeling?
All right. I mean, every time I cough, it's like a stabbing pain in my side, but I can't stop that. It's going to happen whether I'm in game or not. So,
Fair. So my idea is that I got to not do that. So I was real smart the other day. I turned around. I was out with Christine and Chris and Caitlin, and I think it was when we were in Starbucks, and I hit my elbow on a door as I was turning around. And I did something to the nerve in my elbow. So now my right arm isn't usable and hurts a lot. So I got to remember not to cross my arms. And if it keeps
don't
up,
be cross, Kelly.
I gotta be cross.
Yeah, don't be cross.
Yes, the old turning around problem.
Right? It's like, oh, I'm old and hurt. It's literally like, oh, this is painful enough that if this is still like this in a week, I'm gonna have to go get an X-ray. Because I might have cracked the bone in a great spot. Yeah. So I just remember not to cross my arms. But luckily, that is my dice rolling arm. So, you know.
There you go. Yeah.
It is what it is.
Breaking the bone there is not good. I know somebody who shattered his elbow, and it's a bad idea.
It seems okay. Like good. I can move it. And Tylenol helps. So, you know, there's something.
And it's entirely possible you just like shifted something to pinch a nerve a little bit and it's just irritated and it'll go away.
Well, because if I put pressure higher on the tricep, I can actually like move the arm pretty fine. So I think it is just a nerve thing.
Yeah.
But I'm just hoping that it'll fix itself because I'm getting sick of this. I tried to lay on my stomach earlier today and it was like, nope.
Yeah. Worst case, go see physio and he'll fix you up.
Oh,
just
yeah.
right.
He's great. He's great. I haven't seen him in a little while.
He's great. He fixed my elbow issue. So. Yay.
I miss that physio.
I just want to say,
a new one.
When it comes to that fight, first off, Kelly, how dare you open it by using our spell?
Your spell?
That's a player's spell.
It is so satisfying when you get a fireball players. The only thing more satisfying than that is fireball, counterspell.
Yep.
That is the checkers of counterspelling is the best.
Yeah, it's really true. I like that.
What was the other thing you were going to call me on, Chris?
Oh no, that was that must have been so satisfying to perfect spot for us to be
we were all in a corridor, all clumped together. It's like,
but that's our spell.
And I can just see like 15 feet up there or 20 feet up the hall from that angle. I'm like, what were you going to say, Jen?
Something. I don't even have fireball, so.
Oh, but soon you might.
Are you feeling okay,
that's what I was gonna say. Is that it's more satisfying to hit Hazeal with a fireball.
It's so satisfying. No, it's more satisfying to hit Jen with a fireball.
True. Yes.
Because you're always burning stuff. You're always burning stuff. It's so good. I'm
trying not to be a trope, but apparently I've turned myself into a trope. I tried to stay away from fire with Hazeal, and yet here we are.
Yeah, I mean, you're wearing red robes. It is what it is. So, folks, we're going to hop back into game in about 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to yawn real quick. And I want to thank you all for being here. We got a lot of cool stuff that is happening in the near future that you should be aware of. Y'all know that Star Trek is coming on the 12th to our Patreon. Mage Zero Sum has had its episode 0 broadcast, and episode 1. The episodes are going to be released publicly monthly, but episode 1 is actually being released next Monday.
Monday. Yeah, the day
right?
after episode 5 airs on Patreon.
Yeah, so it's pretty dope. We have more mage this weekend, so you might be able to understand what's going on in the diabolical cage, or whatever that might
Somehow
be.
I doubt we'll understand anything.
You'll get a step closer, and that's the important part. You got Arcos at noon. On Sunday, followed by Robin's first real campaign that she's ever ran. So Robin, if you have any questions or anything, you want to meet up like for a Zoom call or something on Saturday before Mage to talk?
Yeah, I'm potentially going to be doing some guilders with Christine in the morning.
That's fine.
But
I plan to do nothing over the next couple days.
Nice. Yeah, maybe Friday?
I also can meet up. We might not have a recording session tomorrow night because of some computer trouble from one of the players. So we might have tomorrow night off actually. So I could talk a bit tomorrow night as well.
I would like to go through a little bit of like Roll20 stuff because I've not used Roll20 much.
Totally.
As a GM.
Totally.
Which actually I get Fridays. I get Friday afternoons off. So if you want to potentially meet then too.
Yeah, I can do Friday afternoon. I'm not doing anything. I have a pretty light workload this week because my executive dysfunction is in high gear, and I can't do anything. I don't know. It's weird. I
just spent 4 days being sick, and I feel so guilty for it. Like, I know I shouldn't, but yes.
I could go deeply personal into some reasons behind mine, but just I'm non-functional like today. And yesterday. It's just I roll out of bed and I'm like, that's not true. That's too many steps. I don't roll out of bed. I just go, huh. And then I sleep all day. And then I sleep all night. Right? It's weird, guys. It's weird. I'm fine. How are you? Everything's fine.
Tired.
Everything's just weird. Tired?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Tired, but very, very happy.
I'm glad you're happy. What other stuff do we have that needs to happen soon? We got so much stuff going on, guys. We got way too much stuff going on. I was trying to find a free night over the next week, but I ended up like for the rest of the month, every night that I'm free pretty much is a recording session for stuff that's happening like not on stream, but is like being prepped for the Patreon. Fun stuff that I can announce that is coming. We're probably going to be doing some more Alien in the future, or Aliens in the future. So that should be fun. That'll probably be coming in like July or August, like right in the hot months. And that should be a lot of fun. So also next month we are doing Onyx PathCon. So all right, I'm yawning so much, guys. Oh, don't put pressure on your elbow, dummy.
It's me too.
Right? It's just a sleepy day. So Onyx PathCon, I'm running 3 games for that. Krista's running 1. So quick reminder for players here, I do have 1 or 2 more slots in the Friday Scion game. So Cal,
you put me in that, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Did you ask me this like last or on the other night?
It was one time when we talked, and I realized that now because I'm working 45 minutes earlier each day at my work, I'm taking Friday afternoons off, so I could do that. So I knew we mentioned it during a game because I realized that.
Cool. So that means I have 1 spare space in Scion and 1 spare space in Aberrant.
For Scion, I know you're talking about doing like a reduced rule set. Did you want us to have pre-gens, or did you want us to make characters? Because I could help run Robin through that if you'd like.
That's fair. I'm going to be asking Travis Legg whether or not he has some pre-gens for us to run for that. Cool. But if people want to make any of their own stuff, I'm happy to do that. I
like doing it, but
do it. It's going to be the Ultra edition of Scion, so I'll have to send you the pamphlet with the new rules.
Okay, cool.
It's going to be the streamlined edition, so that should make things much better.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, Robin, if you want a hand building a Scion character, she doesn't have headphones.
She can hear you. Oh, maybe she can't.
I was gonna say she just put a. But I was saying if you want help making a Scion character for OPP Con.
Oh yeah. That'd be good. Yeah, no, with Rizira, the ears and the wig, I can't the bone conducting, it just is too much. Like already with this wig and wearing it how I do, I get really bad headaches. I just have to go take some Tylenol. So the thing. So for this game, I don't actually hear when I leave.
There you go. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. The channel's gonna be taken over. It's we do it every year. This is our 3rd year doing it. You know what it is by now. Our games are the best. So come watch them. Which means that we're gonna be on other people's channels actually running those. I forget. I think I'll be on Plastic Cage Plays for those. I'm also gonna be in a panel on running for this. Also, a very fun thing is that on June 20th, over on Bunny Hearted's channel, there is a VTuber D&D game that is going to be going live, which you should all join and watch. It's going to be broadcast during the day on Tuesdays, I believe at noon Pacific, so 3 p.m. Eastern. And I'm going to be in it with my new VTuber self. Because I am now a VTuber, or at least I will be. So surprise, bitches! There's also
what time
is this again?
My VSona. That's going to be at like it's at 3 p.m. on Tuesdays, Eastern.
So 12.
12.
I might have to try and watch a little bit. Do a little
My
bit
character, the voice is great. Robin, you were there when I invented the voice, and it was pretty great.
It was great. I enjoyed it very much. You gave me 2 options, and I was like, no, this one.
Well, because I realized one of them was Kyle. One of the character concepts was like the buff old wizard, like who's like, hey, back in my day, when we ran out of spell slots, we kicked it old school, and like rips off his shirt to show off the 8-pack. And I'm like, oh, that's just my character in Strixhaven, but with like a shorter beard, I guess, or a longer beard in that case.
It's just Hazeal.
It's just Hazeal. Cast hammer. All right, so
Kelly, have you seen Brendan Lee Mulligan's it's like a 3-shot character now, but for some of the Roll20 1-shot games, it's so funny. It's that old kind of wizardly voice, but he's ridiculous. Anyway, it's a great character.
I am Elsinore, the Great.
Yeah.
So one of the fun things that is happening. Also, the thing about being a wizard is I would have to name myself after like an antidepressant. Because antidepressants are either wizards or dragons. Prove me wrong. I am Xanax the Green.
There was actually all of my pop culture knowledge these days is from Dropout and College Humor stuff. But I think they did a on one of their game shows. It was like antidepressant or dragon name. Was
Right.
like you had to figure out which one it was.
Kalin Zaranak.
The
So
great
good.
elderly Van Lafaxine.
Van Lafaxine. Oh, Ritalin.
Sertraline.
Ritalin.
Ritalian. What is your name? Texadrine. The Elven Mage.
I am Vivance.
Vivance, yes, of course, Vivance. And we must not forget Stratera. Stratera will mess
The
you up, man.
wise.
That's I hate to be on
Stratera the Mad?
Stratera the Mad, Stratera the Unfeeling, Stratera the Constipated. It has a lot of side
Stratera the
effects.
Speaking
Stratera
of
the
weird
Numb.
names, with one of the Dimmernessi, Urkel, somebody else keep thinking like we're gonna have him fall down and not be able to get up and
Did
asking
I
if,
do that?
right?
You know, it's year
Steve
It's
Urkel.
year Cal, and it's Cal in a year Cal, and it's she is a proud feminine Dimernesti, so she would be Stephanie Urkel.
Just checking.
All right, that's all that matters really.
Steph
All right, folks,
Urkel.
let's get into this because I think we got about another 40 minutes in us, so let's
do it.
kick Let's do it. All right. Hello and welcome back to Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen, here on Dork Tales. You find yourselves after the battle in the basement, the lower area, the excavated cavern beneath Sunward Fortress. The large gem glows with a sickly orange light. Riz, you just want to touch it, you really do. But as you are, Godfrey, you are pulled out of the pit by Kelara and Levna. I'm assuming that Kelara, you came around the far side from the bridge that is still functional to help Levna pull. So everybody except for Hazeal are on this lower cavern portion now.
As Godfrey gets up, I'll just kind of nod towards Levna and then look at Kelara and just like, oh, thanks for helping. Levna, like, with the heavy lifting.
Huh? She did all the work.
Oh, well, thanks for helping Kelara out then.
Yeah, no problem.
Kelara's just gonna kind of smile at them and then head over to, back over to Hazeal to help heal her up a little.
Hi.
Riz is doing the gimme motion and Aurontiros is having to hold her back.
No, just wait. Yeah, the bad guys had this, right? So if you touch it, bad things might happen. You might turn into one of them. What is this? Aurontiros is just kind of go over and kind of gently kick and wobble whatever this big green thing.
As you do, you see that the creature on the floor has quite a few things on them. They are dressed as if one time they were wearing clothes much smaller than their current form that kind of melded and ripped and were stitched hastily together to cover what bits of nudity they cared about. As you kick them, though, a pouch at their side is going to fall down, and there's going to be kind of a clacking noise as it hits the ground, spilling non-glowing orange gemstones. Looks like there might be more things on them.
Rizira, here's something you can touch that might not kill you.
Oh, okay. Riz is gonna hold her hands out.
So Riz, searching the body, you're going to find that there is a pouch of these orange gemstones. Looks kind of similar to this giant one behind you, but you're not sure. You don't think it's the same. It might be. You never know. Maybe they don't glow when they're taken away. Besides that, just checking him over, you are going to find another stick. A wand wrapped in dark leather.
Hold on a second.
Uh-oh.
She's gonna put it in her hair.
Okay. Besides that, looking around the southern side of the chamber, you're going to see that there are a pile of pages just haphazardly cast to the back.
Oh, there's some writing there. I wonder what's in there.
You take some time and
Yeah.
start collecting them. Sounds good. Meanwhile, across the pit, Hazeal, Kelara reaches you, and Kelara, you're going to heal her up.
Yeah, I was. I think. Do a cure wounds.
Okay.
Probably. Let's see. 10, 20, 30. Okay, that won't help me. Yeah, I think cure wounds, so that's going to be a D8 plus my mod. 15 points.
Thank
Enough to get her.
you.
Have to get her back on her feet and good again.
And I get 3 from that as a blessed healer.
Nice. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh. It smarts getting burned like that.
Uh-huh.
Kelara has burns probably all up her arms from that.
Yeah. Yeah, my robe's pristine. All of the rest of me, very burned.
Kelara's robe is not quite so pristine.
All right. Where are the others? She's gonna get up and start looking into the cavern.
Back over on the other side.
All right.
Is there anything that can be gleaned from observing this crystal?
It glows and glows and glows and continues to kind of like undulate in these prismatic patterns beneath its gem surface.
Does the little gemstones react at all? I move them close to it, or
They do not.
trying to see if they're of similar make?
They look pretty similar to you, but they don't react when you hold them closer.
What do we know about the experiments that they were doing here? Do you think it might have had something to do with this gem?
Giant glowing rock, Lebanon will say.
From across the cavern, she can't see what everybody's doing exactly, but you hear, Riz, don't touch the giant gem.
I'm reading papers over here. I've already told me and dragged me away from it.
Perhaps it's best if we try and destroy it.
I'm sure that it's just there for decoration, she says
With
sarcastically.
Godfrey.
Can you destroy this thing? Look how big it is. It is quite
I've seen
large.
Hazeal. I've seen Hazeal destroy some gems and walls in her day.
I don't know how long it takes us to get over there, but Hazel would like to look at the gem and see if she can figure out if they should destroy it.
Sounds good. Taking a look at it, I'd like you to make me an Arcana roll. Meanwhile, Riz, as Hazel is investigating it, you are going to be able to piece that this is that person, Veruza, that you heard of, the one that was doing the experiments. That must be this strange mutated creature, the green one.
Oh.
You are going to find these are his private notes, which I've just provided to you in chat.
Okay. Oh, so and she's muttering this. Oh, it looks like Veruza was working for the Dragon Army. A commander named Belefanion. That's a funny word to say.
Belefunion.
Belefanion. Investigate a monster creating stone unearthed here. Oh, that stone makes the monsters, guys.
And Hazel, give me that Arcana roll.
22.
Okay, and as Riz says that, looking at it, you can absolutely tell the stone's magic is able to corrupt creatures and turn them into slotty. Potentially just by touch.
Cool. But that... It might be difficult for me to tell, but basically, would I be doing more harm if Aurontiros and I and anyone else destroyed this? Provided we didn't touch it. Like, if we break it up into a bunch of pieces, will that diminish the magic? Okay.
Who knows? It might, honestly, given your dwarven knowledge, this is a pretty structurally unstable place. It might just be better to collapse as much of this, like the passageways, and deal with it later. Or just hope it stays buried.
Oh, he was hoping to make a disease. Turn people into draconians, but then it
We need to
turned
keep this hidden.
into them. I think he turned into that. I think, yeah, that was that guy. Oh, that he didn't go well for him now, did it?
Aurontiros, are you still able to shatter things? We could
I'm
block the
usually-
passageways. I've got a couple.
If you don't think we could destroy the crystal directly, then yes.
I don't know if destroying it will just make our problems a million times worse.
So what are you thinking?
Collapse
Maybe-
the passages. Collapse.
Why don't-
Kalin, maybe?
Bury the ruins?
You said. I think we should still try and destroy it if it's making monsters or spreading a disease. If we bury it, somebody could just uncover it later. And I understand that's.
What if we
that's the
try
good
and
backup.
destroy it and it explodes and kills all of us?
Or infects all
well.
of us.
Oh.
Or that? I don't know what will happen if we explode it or
Perhaps
anything
as
like
it
that.
sheds shards, it could infect.
we could
Yeah,
just
it
be
could-
making 100 different gems.
If it shatters and we get like a little bit of crystals in us, we could. We could get
Okay.
infected.
Okay.
Unless Aurontiros is going to look at Hazel's hammer. Unless
Unless what? If I hit it,
what if we go all the way back across the chasm,
mhm.
and on my way out, I just see what happens when I cast that really thunderous, shattering voice of the elves. Just for fun.
I mean, if we collapse the cavern, that's going to. I'm wanting you to do it. I'm just wanting you to do it in a way that collapses the cavern as opposed to maybe infects us.
And we're still 2 floors down.
Right.
If you collapse here, isn't everything above gonna fall down too? And then we're not
Hopefully.
gonna get out.
All right, well, Godfrey, you didn't want anyone else to use it. We could try to sabotage.
Why don't we collapse it once we get to the top floor?
And yeah, you magic people. Is there any sort of way you could like delay a spell?
No.
Like if you set like almost like a timer on an area and then leave. Well, I guess that's what
Not
sigils
how
are for,
magic
right?
works.
If you get
That's
like
not how my
sigils.
magic works. Maybe some wizards can do that, but I
Hmm.
cannot.
That's unfortunate.
I can, however, as a dwarf, figure out the weak points in this cavern, and we can
Oh.
Okay.
attack the
Oh.
correct positions to bury it properly.
I think that's the best thing to do. And
Yeah.
let's make our way out of here. There's nobody else around, and I don't know. I hope there's no spores or anything like Aurontiros was talking about.
No,
Luckily,
it definitely
seems to be
from the
more
notes-
shard based than spore
Yeah,
based.
don't touch the crystals. Should
No,
we
thank
take
you.
these orange gemstones then? Is that
Oh, yes. We found, well, these.
Hazel, make me a stone cunning roll. So it's history.
That is a 21.
Okay, they are frustratingly similar, but they're not the same stone.
Okay.
Like, it's almost comical how similar these colors are, but it's not the same stone. You can tell. It's almost like this dead creature is trolling you. Or some strange
Fair.
module writer is trolling you.
She kind of frowns at it and goes, different stones. I mean, we can take them. They're safe, as far as I can tell.
And they're worth
They're
a
not
lot.
that.
Oh, that's
And they're-
good because Rizira touched them like a whole bunch.
Yeah, actually, these are... We could probably sell these for a lot of money. So let's collect those.
I think Rizira got most of them in the bag somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, I've put them away. Don't worry. They're safekeeping. They're right in here, and Riz is gonna make a check for her Kender bag.
All right, go ahead.
She's gonna try and pull out those gemstones.
Are you rolling the D100?
Yes.
Okay.
I rolled a 74.
I don't know what that is off the top of my head. Do you have the list? Or do you need me to pull it out?
I am pulling it out right now because that was the one thing I forgot.
So, rustling around in your bag.
Yep.
Hey,
Aurontiros is going to peer into this mysterious magic bag that Rizira often has on them.
There's a pair of your socks in there.
Don't worry about it.
What? So that's where those went.
Oh, I don't know how to get there. That's fine. Don't worry about that. There it is. Sorry about that. It's just something I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. Oh, and here we go. She pulls out a ring. Oh, that's not it. Oh, but look at this little lash thing, and she pops it off. And it's like a poison ring where you can like store poison in it. Oh, interesting. I wonder where I got that from. It's a ring where you can like put stuff in it.
There's like
Where did I pick that up?
There's like a single thing inside of it. A small pink circle of puffed wheat. Like a Cheerio.
Ooh, piece of candy.
It smells vaguely of cherry or strawberry. It's kind of hard to tell. It smells like pink.
Huh.
Aurontiros is going to try to eat it.
You gain advantage on your next roll to follow your nose. Follow yourn.
Huh. Weird.
Hazeal, how much time do you need to figure out the best way to collapse this place?
Not long. It's pretty unstable to begin with.
Anybody else, unless we have any other things that we need to do, let's get out of here.
Yeah, while we're there, can we just like take a little bit of a breather while we're waiting for Hazeal to look at that stuff?
That sounds fantastic. But
Great.
maybe we can do it after it collapses.
Oh yeah, that might be good.
Or before we collapse. Let's not do it in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a night of rest at some point.
Oh yeah, I think we're all going
Soon.
to. I want to see what's this about, because you have to attune to magic-y things, right, Hazeal? I found this on the sky.
Wait, how many of those do you have now?
So many. I gave Hazeal the wand.
No, you have.
Yeah, which is great.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I gave Hazeal the wand. I have this wand. That I just
have
off him.
I have this wand. Levna.
No.
Yeah.
Levna Leviosa. And he's gonna wave the wand of smiles at Levna.
God damn it, you failed the roll.
Hey, just because I think it's hilarious, can I cast Featherfall on Levna?
That won't do anything. I know. It's not levitate. But yes, you may. It's gonna cause like her hair is
just
gonna
for her
start
to come
float.
off the ground just a little bit, just a
little, like her armor will float a little bit. Okay, yeah, I'll allow it. God damn it, she rolled a 2 though on the charisma save, which means that she's like, "What are you talking about? What are you?" A big smile crosses her face.
I don't think I've seen you make that before. Are you okay, Levna?
I don't think I've seen Levna smile like that at anyone, Aurontiros.
The first time.
Well.
Oh, I hate you so much. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, when we get a
Now.
moment, Riz is going to try and attune to the wand.
I'll look at Levna and it's like, so elves, eh?
I guarantee I prefer a thicker wand. The one in my backpack. And she's gonna kind of push up the stairs.
What kind of wand does she have in her backpack?
A better wand of smiles!
Don't tell Riz about
Lara's
it.
gonna just start giggling at that.
It's like, you might not want to
So
say
is
that too
Hazel.
loud. Riz might find it somewhere.
Does that make people laugh instead of just smile?
I think it makes him very happy.
Hazel's
All
gonna
right.
start like checking around for weak points where, like, I don't have a lot of range on Earth Tremor, and I
Mhm.
don't know what the range on like Shatter is, but basically try and work out the best way to bury this thing.
All right, so you're going to be able to bury the spawning shard and kind of collapse the entrance to Sunward Fortress. The whole effort using destructive magic and kind of mapping this out so it is the least stable possible, and so that it would take a very sizable excavation team to get back in here. It'll take you about 2 hours total, between you and the rest of your friends coming and helping occasionally, or Aurontiros casting some spells.
Cool.
So,
yeah.
at the end of this, you're going to come out quite exhausted. But, luckily, the rest of you are going to be able to, well, all of you are going to be able to make your way into the camp if you'd like. Take a long rest there at some of the abandoned tents.
Yes, long rest. It's fine for me to have spent 2 hours doing stuff. I didn't have hit dice to come back, so yay.
Yeah, no. Do
And
camp at
I'm
the-
spending my last something good happens on the random encounter for the night.
While we're all trying to cover up the ruins and collapse it, Aurontiros will be walking around the area looking for like brambles, ivy, that
Mhm.
kind of thing, and
Okay.
whispering, "Sanava, grow, strong and thick, hide this place." And he's going to cast plant growth
Okay.
on the area, just to kind of make it 100-foot radius, to become thick, overgrown, hard to see through, make it hard to cut down.
Sounds good. At the end of it, there's going to be a tremendous rumble as Hazeal, you, and the rest are all going to bring down the slope that leads up into Sunward Fortress, kind of burying the entrance in on itself again. The growth is going to then cover over the ruins. And by the time that is all done, you're quite exhausted, quite filthy, and ready to take a rest. Back at the camp, Yirkul has set up a fire and is warming herself and Delia next to it. The captive is lying nearby, tied up, completely still. Good. You've brought down that accursed place. I thank you for this.
Yeah. It was necessary.
Question.
Yes.
So part of my chef feat is that you can do something on a short rest and make like good food that at the end of the short rest, a creature who eats the food and spends one or more hit dice gains an extra 1d8
Mm-hmm.
hit points. Now I think that's based on a normal short rest, not our homebrewed short rest.
Mm-hmm.
So can I do that as part of a long rest?
You absolutely can. And by the end of this, as you step out, the storm is finally touching down, and a big gust of wind is going to kind of like plaster your hair to the side of your head. Luckily, there are quite a few of these excavation tents outside, and the sound of the rain buffeting down is going to help you probably drift to sleep, but is going to obscure your vision and make it a little harder to keep watch throughout the night.
Could I possibly look around and try and find a place where we might get a little bit more shelter from the storm.
Then inside of tents?
Yeah, like if there's any like kind of rock outcroppings or any
Well, there
dips
was
or
like a
anything.
giant building like right there.
Yeah.
But you can you know what? I'm gonna say that honestly, the tents are probably the best outcropping for
Okay.
because there are 9 of you.
Yeah, I think so now.
Yeah, that's there's nothing quite as good as the tents there.
Okay.
So Kelara, you can absolutely make those treats up with what you
so it's
have on
basically
hand.
cooking the dinner type thing.
Mm-hmm.
The
you
treats are
absolutely
a
can.
different part of this. That
Oh, you're right. You're
are
right.
then a temporary hit point gain later. This is like you cook the meal, and it gives anybody who uses a hit die extra hit points. Technically, it's only for 7 people, but I think us, Levna, and one other person
Mm-hmm.
is basically whoever might be using hit dice, regardless. So
Yeah.
we got basically
That works for me.
all.
And that's when we're healing or afterward?
If you use hit dice, you get to use an extra 1d8.
Does that stack with Song of Rest?
I have no idea. This is just my chef feat.
Um,
I would imagine so.
are we having a long rest? We're not spending hit dice then. We're just getting our full HP.
I'm not sure. Like,
Yeah.
I think the idea was that you were going to take a long rest here, but I'm not
Okay.
sure. So either way, Kelara,
can't do anything. I'm out of everything.
Either way, we have delicious
Yes.
salad. Not to be confused with those things down below.
all right. You rest through the night. You're tired enough that what talk you have is occasional little jabs at each other, little jokes, occasional little bits of frustration at the day, but a little bit of good camaraderie overall at surviving. The prisoner refuses to eat, which is fine enough. Delia and Yirkle both haven't eaten well in days and are happy to do so in her stead. From there, the rain will pass as the morning comes. You'll all regenerate all of your hit points, and at first light, you will be able to start heading out again. From there, it's a simple...
Question.
Yes.
Did Riz gain anything from attuning to the wand?
You are now attuned to it. I'm not sure if it's going to do you any good,
Oh, okay.
but we'll talk about that after this session, actually, if you don't mind.
Oh, okay.
I will talk.
Okay.
I'll remind me at the end of game, and I will ask you guys your opinion. You make your way across the northern wastes, moving swiftly thanks to the blessing of Habakkuk. It's an uneventful trip. You take turns carrying the hostage, the prisoner, and eventually, after about a half day's travel, we'll make it to Wakenreth. As you arrive at this place, you can see that a pale stone tower juts from the rust-colored landscape. Carved with the likeness of 1,000 elven warriors, the tower has relatively intact lower levels, but as it climbs toward its 80-foot height, the upper levels deteriorate. Rather than falling, the crumbling stone tower hangs in the air. The tower's disintegration frozen unnaturally. A rusty double door at the tower's base hangs ajar. You've made it here. But where is Dalamar?
You should have been here days before.
The front door of Wakenreth creaks slightly in the breeze. The top levels of this tower are completely destroyed. They should not be holding in the air like this. This is obviously magical. You are watching these top levels float. Bits of stone that are almost broken away, holding impossibly in the air.
The stories are true after all.
What stories are those?
Ancient elven stories. Spire. Far north. That's all I know, and I thought those were just like myth.
Do we go in?
We were to meet others here, but it's...
What if he's already inside?
Yeah, what if he's in trouble?
I'm going to cautiously approach the entrance. Slowly.
Okay. Walking up to the double doors, they're going to swing open for you, as if pressed by unseen hands.
Well, that's unnerving.
Outside, the sky is very dark still. The clouds are overhead. You can see the slimmest bit of blue sky between patches of thick black clouds. The ground is dim and muted, but as you look inside, the round chamber is illuminated with white flames, flickering in magical sconces along the walls. In the room's center stands a gleaming obsidian statue of a solemn elf warrior. Around the statue's pedestal, hundreds of silver coins lie in the dust. Beyond, a staircase ascends, curving along the tower's north wall.
Oh, this is totally fine, isn't it? This is totally not creepy at all.
And as you say that, looking up, you can see the broken pieces of the tower shifting in space, floating magically above you. And I think that's where we probably should call game tonight before you enter this tower. You should probably enter the tower at level 7, though.
Yes.
Say what?
Finally!
Oh,
Yay. This has been
Um,
a long level.
yeah. So Kelly, just so that I ask while I'm remembering, the whole, because I know the bards have this too, the sorcerer's versatility, the bardic versatility. It's supposed to only happen at your ASI levels, your 4 and your 8. Did you say at one point that we could maybe do it at other levels or no?
So
Like where you
any
can
level
swap
where
out some-
any level you get a new spell slot, you can do it.
Cool. I'm going to
So-
do that.
Yeah, you totally can.
Samesies.
Also, I allow it pretty much at every level if you want to swap one spell out. Like, I'm pretty casual about it. If there's a spell that you're just not using or not liking, I'd rather you have fun.
Yeah.
you're
Yeah, there's
like,
a
"This
couple of
spell."
spells I have that are just not working.
If you have not used them, then you don't have them.
Cool.
Does that sound good?
Not what I wanted.
So go ahead and swap them out.
Yeah.
I don't care. Everybody roll your hit dice. Nobody's multi-classing, right? At this level?
Not at this
Wait,
level. I
next
get
level?
I get
No.
access to a 4th level spell at this level.
I get
Right.
evasion and 4d6 is my snack attack now, baby.
The
I can't wait
worst,
till next level where I get Divine Strike.
The worst
Nice.
spell that any sorcerer should have, by the way, Hazeal, is Banishment. It's the best.
Yes,
it's
I
great.
don't actually think I'm taking a 4th level spell right now.
Oh, really?
I
'Cause you
think
have
I'm
limited
I think
number,
I'm
yeah.
rearranging a few other things.
Okay.
And taking an extra 3rd, but I was looking at banishment.
You're
for
taking
sure.
Fireball?
Possibly. I have to
Possibly.
double check what
Awesome.
I'm taking.
So here's the thing. The wand that you just found is another +1 wand of the War Mage.
Oh God, really? Oh.
It is. So you have not
Wielding.
attuned to it then. So what I would be willing to do is roll another uncommon wand for it instead and just
That would be
randomize
great.
it.
I would like that because that's
What does
just
that do?
like
That'd be nice.
Wand of the
does that do?
Warmate. It gives you a +1 on spell attacks and allows you to ignore up to 3/4 or partial
Half.
cover.
I think it's 3/4
cover.
cover.
yeah.
Or half cover.
It's half. I just pulled it up. So it's the same thing that Hazeal, that Riz stole from Hazel's mentor. Which I actually didn't know that Veruza had this when I gave her that. And then I looked at when I was doing my prep and I'm like, oh, God damn it. I didn't see that before. So let me pull out the list of uncommon wands. Everybody can level up while I'm doing that.
Yes. Awesome.
Done.
Oh, Kelly, may I have
Yeah.
a free hit point so I can be nice?
That is the rule. That's
Thank
not
you.
even free. That's the rule.
I know. Okay, so now Riz is nice hit points.
All right.
Nice.
So for those who don't know, if your hit points are
68.
at 68, you automatically get one more hit point because we're very mature on this channel.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
very
so okay, I'm not giving you a wand of web.
What?
So-
Oh, come on. Riz wants to sling webs.
No spider is.
No.
Uh,
Slide, Riz.
However, I will give you. I'll let you roll a d6. I have three
Okay.
potential wands that it could be.
2.
Okay, now there are three potential options, and you rolled a d6.
Yeah.
So are we going 1, 2, 3, or are we going 1, 1, 2, 2, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
Oh, okay. Yeah. We're going
Are you taking the first one or the middle one?
the middle.
Okay, so that could be a wand of magic missile.
Nice.
Alternatively, I'd allow it to be a wand of secrets.
What is secrets again?
It lets you find secret doors. Or
Not
traps.
wand of magic missile. Wand of magic missile.
Okay, so
Kelly, I had
Yeah.
2 other kind of weird rule checks with my class that I wanted to check in on. So I think we agreed at one point where if I wanted to swap out one of the spells where I get like that free use based on like moon stuff, if I swap it out, I no longer get that. But I'm allowed to swap it out, but I no longer get the free use bit. That's still cool?
I'm not
No,
processing
like I don't get the like I can swap out with sorcerer's versatility. I can swap out a spell, and then if I was going to get a free use, I no longer get a free use of whatever I swap in.
Sure, that sounds fine.
I mean, it's hamstringing me a little bit, except it's a spell I never use, so it's not really hamstringing me.
So you're just trying to get an extra spell slot?
I'm trying to
or an
get
extra
a spell that
extra-
I'll actually use because I won't use Phantom Steed. It's useless to me. Hazeal doesn't ride horses.
Where do you get Phantom Steed? Oh, there, the 5th level one.
Yeah. And then the second one I wanted to check is at 7th level, I get 3 4th level spells from my class.
Mm-hmm.
One of which is Death Ward, which I don't feel a sorcerer should necessarily have because it feels like a cleric spell.
Death. I could see Death Ward being a Dragonlance sorcerer spell. Let me check something.
Okay, because in the Unearthed Arcana, I think it was freedom of movement instead.
I would allow either if you want, but I think that like Death Ward is like a protective spell, like an abjurer spell that could be cast to just shield you from like harm once. It seems like a shielding spell more than a healing spell to me.
Fair,
But I'll let you make that decision yourself.
Cool. Okay, I'll look into it and see which one I feel is better suited for her. But yeah, I also get confusion.
Was there
and I
something?
Get,
was there something different than
hallucinatory
Phantom
terrain.
Steed in the Unearthed Arcana version, or was it always Phantom Steed?
I think it was always Phantom Steed. I think. Oh no, maybe it wasn't. Hold on.
Yeah, double check, because I'd prefer the lunar spells stay in theme with what they have rather than just giving you like an extra spell that you know. But
Well, Yeah, except for the sorcerer's versatility, like I can still swap out any spell I have, right? I just wouldn't use it as a lunar spell. Right, that's the point.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, sort of, because Lunar Embodiment says that these spells don't count toward the number of sorcerer spells you know.
Right. It was always Phantom Steed.
It was always Phantom Steed.
Yep.
That's weird. So what
Always
is
useless.
Crescent Moon? Crescent Moon is Color Spray, Alter Self, Phantom Steed. So
Hallucinatory terrain and
All
mislead.
right, I'm sorry. I have to take off my wig. Oh, my
Yeah,
head.
fair.
Do it. Do it.
The only ones they changed between Unearthed Arcana and published are the full moon spells.
Well, hold on. Let me look up some. Let me come up with an option that's better than Phantom Steed, because I think that it's a dumb spell.
Well, okay. Let me tell you what I was going to use instead.
What were you going to take instead?
Melf's Minute Meteors, which is kind of space based.
Yeah. Okay. It seems like everything that's in the Crescent list seems to be illusion based, though.
True. Yeah.
Because even
they did change. They did change a couple of this of the Crescent Moon one because they had Sanctuary in there before as well.
Oh, that's weird.
But
yeah, it seems like they used Crescent Moon entirely for illusion. So I'd be totally cool with you swapping that for another illusion one, like Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay.
Or
cool. Yeah, I can take another illusion spell instead.
Yeah, I think that just works better than Phantom Steed. What is that? Where is
Wand
that?
You get a 1 HP horse
ranged weapon, does it?
What was that?
Does magic missile? Does a wand of magic missiles count as a ranged weapon?
It is no, because it's not an attack roll. It's an auto hit.
Oh, fair. Cool. Now I was just wondering if that was super broken to give a rogue with sneak attack something.
No, I don't believe you can sneak attack with it.
I figured not, because that would be broken as hell.
I think we're gonna have to look that up. Chris, look that up. I don't think you can, but maybe you can. Who knows?
Sorry, what was the question?
Because rogues can sneak attack with a ranged or finesse weapon. I was wondering if if a wand of magic missiles counted as a ranged weapon or not.
Nope.
No. Okay, that's what I figured.
Okay, Phantom Steed is a 3rd level, so you can get Sending. So cool. All right. Does anybody have any other leveling questions? Perfect. All right. So with that, folks, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen. I hope you come back and watch us on Arcos. And if you're on the Patreon, you come and watch us for the first episode of Radiant Citadel. And don't forget, Mage is on Saturday and Mage is not on Sunday, which is good. Mage is next Sunday. And Mage is next Saturday. God, there's a lot of Mage coming up. So before we head out, though, I just got to say a big thank you to our sponsor, Bookwyrm Games. Once again, head to questchest.info to learn more about their upcoming Kickstarter that launches on June 6th. It's fantastic, and you should definitely check that out. And a big thank you to our patrons at patreon.com/dorktales, like my mom, our divine producer, Jan, and my stepdad, Bob. I hope you're both doing very well. To Precarious, our demonic patron, thank you so much. To our wizards of the Patreon, Ink Goblin and Tammy the Forever Cleric, you are all amazing. And to our High Council of the Patreon, Taryn, The Traveler, Buddy, Trizelta, Amberthist, Cubby Gummy, Raven with Baubles, Karasha Urquhart, Drew Thompson, Sergio, Chef Aladeth, LaRuke, Sorcerer Sanguine, and Mike Baxter. Thank you so much for all of your support. If you want to join them and increase the ranks of our Dork Armada, head to patreon.com/dorktales and support the Dork. And with that, we're out of here. Good night, everybody.